720 WGN.
Over the shoulder catch, down the sideline. It's Bryce Kurtz to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 80 yards.
Today's broadcast of Northwestern football is presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Constellation, preferred energy provider of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, relentless in the quest for better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics.
Wide open, touchdown! All by himself, A.J. Henning.
It's time for Northwestern football. Here is the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
University of Washington band with our national anthem. Beautiful day here in Seattle, 70 degrees. Barely a cloud in the sky, a wind out of the northwest at 6 miles an hour. Dave Ennett, Ted Albrecht here at Husky Stadium. Fourth meeting all time between the Wildcats and the Huskies. Their first meeting since 1984 and the first ever, of course, in Big Ten play. Washington won all three previous meetings. 45-7 here in 1980, 34-0 in Evanston in 1983, and 26-0 back in Seattle in 84. They will meet at the new Ryan Field in 2027 and again back here in 2028. Right now, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat football.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
The starting lineups are powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University athletics. Jack Lausch will make his second start at quarterback for the Wildcats today. Last week, 20 of 31, 227 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. The starting running back will be Joseph Hyman II. Again, co-captain graduate Cam Porter out with an injury. And so Hyman will make his first career start. He ran for 49 yards, including a 32-yard touchdown last week in the win over Eastern Illinois. He'll be backed up by sophomore Caleb Komalafi. Leading receiver for the Wildcats, A.J. Henning. Bryce Kurtz in that receiving core. Calvin Johnson II. Donnie Gray, we're told, is back, but Frank Covey IV will not play today. Hayden Elegant, who has seen a lot of playing time, true freshman, also in there today. The tight ends, Thomas Gordon, Marshall Lang, Duke Olgus. The offensive line centered by Jack Bailey. Cooper Lovelace will make his third straight start at left guard. Caleb Chernin at left tackle. Josh Thompson, the right guard. Ben Rather, the right tackle. The Huskies are led defensively by linebacker Alfonso Tupatala, sixth-year player, a captain out of Federal Way, Washington, 18 tackles on the season, 11 tackles for loss in his career. Linebacking core also includes Carson Bruner, also a co-captain, honorable mention, all Pac-12 a year ago. The defensive line will not have Zach Durfee, their top edge rusher, their sack and tackle for loss leader. He's out. So we expect to see Boy Tanufi, a junior from South Jordan, Utah, who had 22 tackles, including a couple of sacks a year ago. Javon Parker and Sebastian Valdez, the defensive tackles. The other defensive end, Isaiah Ward. The defensive backs, Cameron Babik-Ulanen, Thaddeus Dixon, and Thesians Prysocker, the corners. Cameron Broussard, the other safety. Nickelback Jordan Shaw. Again, Will Rogers III leads the Husky offense. He's completed 77% of his passes this year for 825 yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions, an efficiency rating of 184.5. The running back, Jonah Coleman, a transfer from Arizona. Rogers, by the way, transferred from Mississippi State. Coleman from Arizona, where he played for Coach Jed Fish. So far, he's rushed for 306 yards and 3 touchdowns on the season, backed up by co-captain Cameron Davis and a true freshman, Adam Mohammed. Leading receiver is Giles Jackson, a former transfer from Michigan, 24 catches on the year for the senior from Antioch, California. Denzel Boston, Jeremiah Hunter in that wide receiver core, along with Keith Reynolds, a redshirt freshman. Up front on the offensive line, and as Ted mentioned, 5 new starters this year from a year ago. Soane Solo, a redshirt freshman from East Palo Alto, California, at left tackle. Guard Memelar, the left guard. D'Angelo Titiali, a senior from Auburn, Washington, a transfer from Portland State at center. Enoch Vamahi, a senior from Hawaii, at the right guard. And Drew Azapardi, a sophomore transfer from San Diego State, the right tackle. The tight end, their starter at tight end, didn't play last week. Quentin Moore, and he won't play today. Kaleki Latu and Decker DeGraff will see action at tight end. The Wildcats are led defensively by Will linebacker Xander Mueller, 6'3", 232, a graduate from Wheaton North, Mac Uline. Also in that linebacking core, along with Kenny Soares Jr. Up front on the defensive line, the ends Jalen Pate and Aiden Hubbard. The tackles R.J. Pearson, Najee Story. Carmine Bastone will see his first action of the season, a co-captain of the Wildcats who's missed the first 3 games. The corners, Evan Smith, Theron Johnson. The safeties, Coco Osmond, Devin Turner, and Braden Turner, seeing action as a 5th defensive back for the Wildcats as well. As the Huskies take the field, the Wildcats yet to emerge from their tunnel down to our right. Time for our Atletico physical therapy injury update. In pain, start with Atletico. Visit atletico.com to request your in-clinic or virtual free assessment. Again, the big injury story as far as the Wildcats, running back Cam Porter out for this game. We're told it is not thought to be a long-term thing, but obviously, Ted, that's a big blow for them.
Well, he's carried the load for us. If you just remember against that Duke game, we lost that in double overtime, but in the final drive before we went into overtime, and in those first 2 overtimes, he pretty much ran the load. He was at 5 to 6 yards a chunk, and then we went right down the field. He was running right over the left side, did a terrific job, and we're going to miss him. And I think it's an opportunity, as Coach said to you, Dave, in the pregame interview on the field, it's an opportunity for a few other guys to, lift their game up and contribute.
Well, principally Joseph Hyman II, at least for starters, and he ran the ball very well last week and saw quite a bit of action. He carried the ball in that game 5 times. Felt like more.
Yes.
And he made the most of his opportunity, so he'll get a chance here today. And the Wildcats will no doubt, Zach Lujan, the offensive coordinator, will do some things to distribute the ball to other guys. Maybe use A.J. Henning on some fly sweeps or jet sweeps, that sort of thing, to get the ball in his hands as often as possible.
Yes, and I think the thing that bounces back in my memory is the fact that he had that 32-yard run, which you talked about in your pregame, which was fabulous. And he just he made one guy miss, and he mentioned how he got a great block from one of his wide receivers downfield, and that's what it takes when you have a big run like that, a chunk play over 20 yards, and fantastic for Joe Hyman.
Captains are meeting at the center of the field for the Wildcats and the Huskies, and we'll have the toss of the coin here and get this game underway a little bit later than originally scheduled. Jeffrey Servinski is our referee today. The Wildcats will make the call. The coin is in the air.
Al, Washington, you've won the toss. Your choice. For your choice.
All right, so the Wildcats lose the coin toss for the 4th straight game, if you're keeping track. And so they're all.
Washington has won the toss. They are deferring their choice to the second half. Northwestern will receive, and they will defend the west goal. Good luck, gentlemen.
Dave, another guy I think that is going to be out today, which I think we miss dearly, is Frank Covey.
Yes.
And Frank he's a local kid. He has really spent a lot of time in the offseason building his game, adding strength and speed, spends a lot of time in the weight room. And he's just, according to the weight staff, he's just a gutty guy.
And they were hoping, Ted, early in the week that he would be able to go. Reggie Florima, another wide receiver, hurt his ankle last week in the game. And with Covey already out, we were kind of wondering why Reggie was, because he was in there for a while, but then he hurt his ankle. So he's not here. So we may get a look at some guys that we haven't seen a whole lot of on offense. However, Donnie Gray is back. So that's a positive for the Wildcat wide receiving core. And another guy, Drew Wagner, is the guy that we might see, a true freshman. So they will look for some other guys to pick up the slack. And meantime, Cats will receive the opening kickoff dressed in all white here today. And Coco Azuma will drop back to receive the kickoff, which will be booted by Grady Gross, the kicker for the Huskies. He's got 8 touchbacks on the season already this year, and he's perfect on field goals. And he will boot from east to west. This is different. This stadium, the field runs east-west as opposed to most, which we see are north-south. So he'll be booting from the east side here at Husky Stadium in the shadows. The ball will come out of the shadows into the bright sunshine. Jake Arthur is also back there for the Wildcats. Here's the run up, the swing of the leg, and ball in the air. Azuma will field it, and he's going to bring it out from about 3 yards. Slips and falls as he crosses the 10. Lost his footing. And Coco, man, a little slow getting up, and he's hobbled a little bit. Wow. It was one of those non-contact things. He slipped, and he kind of jogs a little gingerly over to the sidelines, and the Wildcats will start not the way you wanted to begin the game, starting on their own 11-yard line for the first series.
He's going to have to second guess him fielding that into the end zone at least 3 or 4 yards deep.
So Hyman is the running back. Quarterback Jack Lausch, 2 receivers left. Here we go, ball in the right hash. On first down, Lausch will swing it out, caught by A.J. Henning, who's spun down by the linebacker Tupatala in the left flat after a short gain of about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Dave, he just slipped. I just saw it on the replay. He just absolutely had his inside foot go right out from underneath him. 2 slips in a row on the return and right there.
Call it a gain of 1 to the 12-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats, who send receivers to either side. Lausch now brings Calvin Johnson in motion to the right. Gets the snap, takes it himself, bursts through up the middle across the 15, tripped up at the 18-yard line by Ephesians Prysock, the junior corner out of Canyon Country, California. Makes the stop. It's going to bring up a more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats, who on the year 32% on 3rd down, 12 of 38 opponents, converting just 30% against this Husky defense. No score opening series of the game, 13:48 to go.
We got a heavy dose of Jack Lausch running last week, 7 rushes for 62 yards. That was a nice pickup there.
That's bunch 3 receivers to the right. Now Johnson starts to the left, goes back the other way. Snap to Lausch, going to throw for the first time. Under pressure, lets it go. Ball knocked out of the arms of Bryce Kurtz at the 22-yard line. Would have had just enough, but Prysock applied the hit, and the Cats go 3 and out on the game's opening series.
Yeah, Jack Lausch had to move to his left because of the blitz in the middle of the formation. As he moved to his left, he's throwing to a receiver. As you mentioned, Bryce Kurtz going away from him. It was slightly thrown behind him.
Denzel Boston is the return man, awaiting the kick from Luke Akers, standing at his own 4-yard line. Here's the snap, and here is the punt. A spiral down the middle, fair catch signaled and made by the return man Boston at the 37-yard line, and Washington will go on offense for the first time. So we'll look at Will Rogers III. Cats go 3 and out. And do we have a timeout here? No, we do not. So Washington on offense, first down from their own 37. 13:21 to go here in the first quarter. The running back Coleman to the right of Rogers in the shotgun. Rogers rolling to the right, looks to throw, dumps it off to his tight end, who bounces off one tackle and moves it forward. That's Latu. Kalecki Latu, bumped down by Theron Johnson. He knocked the initial tackler off, shook that off, and that was Coco Osmo. So at least Coco's in there. That's a good sign after he limped off after the kickoff. Gain on the play of 6 yards, 2nd and 4 for Washington.
And Washington likes to huddle up at least 60% of the time, as they just did after that 5-yard pickup.
Jeremiah Hunter out to the left, 2 receivers stacked to the right. On 2nd down and 4, one of those receivers, Jackson, motions, play fake. Here's Rogers under pressure from Jalen Pate and just got rid of the ball. He was nearly sacked. The Cats came within a whisker. An appropriate term in this game, I guess, with their 10th sack of the year.
Cats and dogs, but here's the deal. That was a screen pass to the right-hand side, and the offensive lineman on the right side let their defensive defenders come in way too quick. They did not even try to hold them up. They were trying to get out the block downfield.
3rd and 4, Washington on the season, 42% on 3rd down. Snap to Rogers, looking left, blitz coming, he's hit, and down he goes! Sacked on the play by Anto Saka. Anto Saka with a sack. Gives him 2.5 on the year. And with that sack, and a big one it is, Illinois pork producers donate another 25 pounds of ground pork to help sack hunger with pork power. To learn more and see how you can donate, visit nusports.com/sackhunger. That is just the 5th sack allowed by Washington. And their punter, Jack McAllister, on with A.J. Henning deep for the Wildcats at the 21-yard line. On 4th down. You can donate. Visit nusports.com/sackhunger. That is just the 5th sack allowed by Washington. And their punter, Jack McAllister, on with A.J. Henning deep for the Wildcats at the 21-yard line. On 4th down.
It's great to be Saka back in there, Dave.
Here's the snap. Here is the punt. High spiral down the numbers far side, fielded by Henning. Hill return. Takes it to the 25, across the 30, and out to the 35-yard line. Much better field position for the Wildcats. Cameron Broussard downfield on special teams to make the stop on A.J. Henning, and the Cats go on offense here with
timeout on the field.
No score in the first quarter. We'll get a report from Lauren when we come back. When you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the new Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. No score, Northwestern and Washington. Back in a moment. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At U.S. Waterproofing, when we're called to fix a basement water problem, we get it fixed right. Our experts will diagnose and educate you on all the issues contributing to your basement seepage problems and guide you through customized solutions that will fit your needs. We make it easy every step of the way, and we'll treat your home with the same care and attention we give our own. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com and enjoy no interest if paid in full in 1 year. U.S. Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us.
A sustainable future starts now. And at Constellation, we've already begun. We're generating nearly 90% carbon-free power, including emission-free and reliable nuclear energy that's always on. And we're committed to producing 100% carbon-free electricity by 2040. Together, we're creating a brighter tomorrow today. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Hey Northwestern, want to turn your dorm dreams into reality? At the Wayfair store in Wilmette, get inspired and shop for all your dorm essentials. We're talking futon, mini fridges, bedding, and so much more. All at can't-miss prices that work for every budget, so you can get back to what's important game day. Go Wildcats! Head to the Wayfair store in Edens Plaza, Wilmette, and show your Northwestern student ID for 10% off.
Offer valid through 12/31/24 at the Wayfield store in Wilmette, Illinois. Must show a current student ID to qualify. Certain exclusions apply. See store associate for details.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team. Here's Dave Eddix and Wildcat football.
Cats get the ball for the second time. Better field position. They're on 34 after an 18-yard punt return by A.J. Henning. No score here in the first quarter. 11:41 to go. Let's get a Wintrust sideline report from Lauren Withrow. Wintrust, official bank of Northwestern Athletics and Chicago's bet.
Well, Dave, lots of new fun facts to learn with 4 new teams headed to the Big Ten. Yesterday, I had an opportunity to go to the iconic Space Needle, get a little behind-the-scenes tour. And let me tell you, they've got a back-of-house staircase. It's 832 steps. Now, the tour guide told me the only people, other than people who work at the Space Needle, that ever see that staircase are the Seattle Fire Department and these Washington Huskies. They make a trip out there every year to work on their training. So, lots of cool stuff out here in Seattle, Dave.
I'm surprised you didn't give it a try.
Hey, I did about one flight. That was all I had.
All right, thank you, Lauren. First down for the Wildcats. Allowed to throw with time over the middle. Bobbled and dropped by A.J. Henning at the 43-yard line. He was trying to haul it back in, and it just could not get a handle on it. It'll be second down and 10.
That was about 2 yards away from tipping it to the opponent that was covering on the play. Ball was thrown at knee level, and as he went down to try to bring it in, he absolutely flipped it up in the air. Then he tried to grab it, but he was wide open, Dave, by the way, on that skinny post.
A.J. Henning comes out. Hayden Elligan in as a wide receiver here. Cats will operate for the pistol, second and 10 from their own 34. First quarter here in Seattle. Snap to Lausch, hands it off. Joseph Hyman tries right guard, nothing there. Maybe got a yard to the 35, and that was all.
Yeah, they come in with this configuration of 3 down linemen and then 2 end rushers in a 2-point stance. So it's a kind of a 3-4 look. And those 2 outside ends, they are there in the 9 position to make sure they keep containment. Well, the one on the left crushed down and made the tackle.
Valdez made the stop. Third down and 9 for the Wildcats on their own 35-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, including Marshall Lang. Snap to Lausch. Flag is down. Lausch going deep down the right side for Henning. Overthrows him at the 30-yard line of Washington, down the numbers. He had a step on the defender. There was a flag on the play. Let's see if this was for an illegal formation or offsides.
Illegal motion. Offense. That penalty is declined.
Yeah.
It is 4th down.
So the Cats go 3 and out for the second time.
And Dave, what he needed on that, Jack Lausch, the QB, he needed a little bit more air time on that throw. It was a little shallow, and if it got up in the air a little bit, I think he could have had a chance to run underneath it, but it sailed right by him.
He's now wearing 33. Number 12
But
is
of
now
course, it would
wearing
have been
33.
called back anyway.
Yes. So thanks for the reminder.
So Akers on the punt to Boston. Here is the snap. Low line drive kick. It'll be fielded by Boston, 22-yard line. Shakes off one tackle and brought down as he lunges across the 25 to the 26-yard line, where Josh Fussell, backup corner, takes him down, and we have a timeout with 10:36 to go here in a scoreless first quarter. Northwestern fans next weekend visit any Illinois Steinhoffel store, spend $1,999 or more and get $100 in Cats cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
That's incredible.
Magical. Spectacular fall colors and more than 6,000 miles of trails make Minnesota a hiker's paradise. Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North. ExploreMinnesota.com.
Northwestern fans, Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of furniture to fit every style and budget, plus all the best mattress brands. During the weekend of September 27th through the 29th, visit any Illinois Steinhoffel store, spend $1,999 or more, and get $100 in Cats Cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. To find out more and shop online, visit steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Hey, Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action in our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago-area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
Minnesota has some of the best mountain biking in the country, from gorgeous reclaimed iron mines to the rocky terrain of Lake Superior's North Shore. Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North. ExploreMinnesota.com.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team. The Wildcats. Presented by Wintrust. Here's Dave Ennett with more Wildcat football.
Your top 20 Northwestern men's soccer team is back in action at Northwestern Medicine Field on Friday night, September 27th, against conference rival Maryland. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. Central Time. Admission is free for all fans. Dave Ennett, Ted Albrecht, Lauren Withrow on the sidelines here in Seattle. 10:36 to go here in the first quarter. Washington gets the ball for the second time. This time, though, at their own 27-yard line. So the Cats have slowly started to flip field position here a little bit. Remember, they took the opening kickoff and Coco Azuma slipped at the 11-yard line, but now they've got Washington at least at the 27 after they started last time on the 37.
And Dave, it's also good to see Anto Saka healthy again. He had an injury last week, did not play, and I saw him getting a little bit of work in Monday through Thursday before we left on Friday. Happy to see him get his second sack of the season. That was an explosive sack coming off the right edge. Just manhandled that offensive left tackle.
Kenny Soares out there as one of the 3 linebackers for the Wildcats who are in their base defense here. And so far, Rogers has thrown the ball twice, completed 1 for 6 yards. They get the ball for the second time. Giles Jackson joins Boston out way out on the right. They send a tight end to the right wing under center. Rogers hands it off to Coleman, and Coleman spun around and dropped. Theron Johnson got in there first, and then Xander Mueller finished the play. Xander coming in as the Wildcats' leading tackler, 10th in the Big Ten in tackles.
And they had 13 personnel right there, 3 tight ends. You described how one tight end went to the other side of the formation. Theron came down there where he left. He moved in on the line of scrimmage, and if he wasn't there, he wouldn't have made that tackle.
Second down, 7 yards to go after a 3-yard pickup. 10 minutes to go to scoreless first quarter. And Rogers fakes the give. Pass is tipped in the air and almost intercepted. A diving try by Mac Uline, and Theron Johnson. Aiden Hubbard tipped that ball up in the air and then hung up there tantalizingly for a few moments, but the Uline couldn't quite reel it in, and it brings up 3rd down, and that means Anto Saka time for the Wildcat defense. 3rd down and 7.
And he's in there in his right defensive end spot, just where he was last time when he got the sack.
See if they try to double him. Cats will rush 4 on 3rd down and 7 from the
blitz.
30. Snap to Rogers. Rushes on. Blitz coming. He dumps it out to the right side. Coleman, 35, angling to the far side and run out of bounds. He's got a first down. Coco Azuma runs him out. On the far side as Rogers just got rid of the ball. We have our first down in this football game, and it comes over 5 minutes in.
Dave, you have to be very careful with Coleman. They're running back 9 receptions for 65 yards. That's over 7 yards a catch. He comes out of the backfield. He is very, very dangerous. He is also about 230 pounds at 5'9". He's hard to bring down.
First down out to the 41-yard line. On a first down, Coleman will take it right side. He's stopped after a gain of about 1.5 yards. He just put his helmet down and There was nowhere to go. Call it a gain of 2, and Tyler Gant, seeing some playing time on that defensive line for the Wildcats, makes the stop. A gain and a half, a yard and a half on the gain for the Washington Huskies as we approach the midway point of a scoreless first quarter. Washington has been outscored 13-7 in the first quarter of their games so far this year. It's the second quarter where they've poured it on. So the Cats doing a good job so far. Here's Jackson, motions left to right across the formation. Snap to Rogers, throws near side. Catch made by Boston at midfield. Tries to stiff arm the defender Fussell, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 46 of the Wildcats' first down. So the Huskies pick up their second first down of the game.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Denzel Boston. He's their second leading receiver, Dave. He was one-on-one out there in the wide side of the field, an open field tackle. That was a great bring down because this guy can fly. Last week in Washington, 8 catches. Watch out for Boston.
Gain of 11, first down to the 46 of the Wildcats. Here's Rogers back to throw, takes a deeper drop, wants to go deep. Now he airs it out, going for Boston in the end zone, over the shoulder catch. Touchdown, Washington. The big play for the Huskies, 46 yards. Ozma, the defender on the play. That ball hung up there for what seemed like an eternity, but it was right on the money. And the Huskies strike first here with 7:57 to go in the first quarter of play. 46 yards, Will Rogers with his 101st career touchdown pass. It goes to Denzel Boston. Grady Gross on for the point after touchdown. Here's the snap, placement, kick all the way, and the kick is good, and it is 7-0 Washington. 7:57 to go here in the first. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Bud Light was brewed to be a delicious and easy-to-drink beer, even when the little things in life are hard, like when the game is going into overtime, but you have even more time to enjoy it. And a fresh Bud Light. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Wildcat fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Northwestern football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Northwestern Wildcats. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Get away to Grand Rapids, Michigan to see why CNN calls it one of America's best towns to visit. Come for the annual Art Prize Competition, the world's most attended art event, from September 13th through the 28th, and view 900 pieces of art all over downtown. Come anytime to experience the thriving beer culture, family-friendly recreation, and easy access to culture hailed by CNN. It's all less than a 3-hour drive from Chicago. Start your Grand Rapids trip at experiencegr.com.
You're tuned into Northwestern Wildcats football. Presented by Wintrust. Let's get you back out to the game. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
That's the longest pass play against the Wildcats so far this year. In fact, the longest play from scrimmage against the Cats, 46 yards. Will Rogers, the third, to Denzel Boston, who gets his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Huskies lead it 7-0. So the Cats had kind of bottled them up earlier, then and put them in a 3rd and long. They converted. They converted another pass play, and then they go for the home run ball and hit it.
You mentioned the third and long, Dave. It's actually 3rd and 7, and that's where Anto Sacco was inches away from getting the sack. He then completes it to Coleman, his running back, that picks up 11. So that's how close plays are. You barely get the sack, and he was on a tackle and twist, so he was coming right over the center, who didn't even pick him up. And that was a good delivery again. by Will Rogers just standing in the pocket and taking a shot. And Tim McGargle told me at practice on Wednesday, he said the one thing that we have to do is keep those receivers in front of us. And you saw what happens when they don't.
You're ready for game day with the Northwestern Tailgate Guide. Get great recipes and more by
Northwestern,
visiting
number 6, is now wearing number 46. Northwestern, number 6, is now wearing number 46.
Get great recipes and more by visiting nusports.com to download your free copy. I believe that Rob Fitzgerald, defensive back for the Cats, is wearing 46 because Joseph Hyman is the kickoff return man here, and he's wearing number 6. You can't have two number 6s on the field at the same time for one team.
Could you have 3?
Well, a squib kick. Bounces around the 10, picked up by Hyman at the 7. He'll weave his way along the numbers and slam down at the 23-yard line, the 24-yard line by Lance Holtzclaw. Sophomore backup defensive end from Massachusetts. And the Wildcats go on offense trailing 7-0 with 7:52 to go here in the first quarter.
Dave, you didn't mention how high we are up here compared to our home field for the last 3 weeks on Lake Michigan.
It is taking. I have a little vertigo.
It is. I feel like we're on a skyscraper in downtown Seattle.
We've gone from one extreme to the other. First down for the Cats for their own 24-yard line. Lausch gets the snap, takes the give, gonna throw, pumps once, scrambles right, takes off, and he'll run. Turns the corner, 25-30, and tumbles out close to a first down near the 34-yard line. Very close. Elenius Davis, defensive lineman for the Huskies, runs him down. That is the first down of the game for the Wildcats. The gain on the play of 11 yards for Jack Lausch, who last week on the ground ran for 62 yards on 7 carries. First down for the Cats for their own 35-yard line. They'll operate from the pistol. 2 receivers left. Gordon, the tight end, right. Snap to Lausch, turns, hands to Komalafe, tries the left side, pushes the pile across to the 36 and gets shoved back by Dyson McCutcheon. Dyson McCutcheon, a junior from Claremont, California. And if the name is familiar, there is a painful memory for Wildcat fans tied to that name, McCutcheon. Know what I'm talking about, Ted? January 1st, 1996 in Pasadena.
Oh, yeah, right.
Second down and 9. That's the son of Dalen McCutcheon, who played at USC. Second down and 9 here for the Wildcats. After a 1-yard gain, and Lausch back to throw. Scrambles to the right, being flushed. Now he throws. Kurtz comes back, makes the grab for short yardage, but provided a safety valve up at the 38-yard line and then steps out of bounds. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. But Dalen McCutcheon was the guy who picked up what most of us believe was a non-fumble by Brian Musso and ran it in for a touchdown to put USC in command in that game. All right, here we go. 3rd down for the Wildcats. 7 yards to go. Down 7-0 first quarter. Lausch may be changing the play. 3rd and 7 from the 38-yard line in NU territory. There's the snap. Back to throw. Lausch steps up under pressure. Running left. Still surveys the field. And now it's going to be hit and taken down to the 41. He gained 3 yards on the play, but could not find a receiver. And Kamori House, back up the linebacker, a true freshman out of, strangely enough, Pasadena, able to bring him down. So it's 4th down, and Luke Akers on to punt with Boston back deep.
Nice protection there for Jack Lausch. He sat in the pocket for a long time, but those receivers could not get any type of space. They were not open whatsoever.
Luke standing in zone, 26-yard line. Boston around the 15. Gets the kick away down the middle of the field. Fielded by Boston at the 9. Starts to his right and drilled as he reaches the 19. There's a flag on the play. Mac Uline applied a jarring hit at the end of the run by Boston, but there is a flag.
There's got to be a microphone down there on the sidelines because we heard it all the way up from here.
No, that's our mic right here that Adam Phillips put up.
It's
got a telescope and everything. All right,
way to go, Adam.
All right, so we'll wait for the penalty here. As they sort this one out.
They're trying to determine where the infraction actually happened.
During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside blocked. Number 22 of the return team. Half the distance to the goal line. First down and 10, Washington. Timeout on the field.
All right, so the Husky is going to be pinned back with their worst field position here, the 8-yard line. Their own 8 to begin their third possession after scoring on their last one. And I think we sort of anticipated that they would take some shots early in this game. They did on their second series, and they hit the home run ball to Boston. Let's see what the Cats defense is able to do right here. Wildcat fans, score a touchdown for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. Let's get a Wintrust sideline report from Lauren Withrow.
The Huskies and quarterback Will Rogers really thrive off these big, explosive plays in the passing game. The Cats knew this coming in. I just watched defensive line coach Christian Smith with his position group on the sideline. They were reviewing one of those new sideline tablets going over that last scoring play by the Huskies. Smith said he likes their pad level. He likes their athleticism. He said they're doing a good job shedding their blocks, but what he wants to see more of on third downs is communication. Dave?
All right, thank you, Lauren.
Well, I agree with Lauren. We've been close. So we do have one sack from Anto Saka, but Anto was close on another one, and they have had some pressure on him that first couple series. They were in that pocket, giving him some pocket pressure. So we'll see with, where they're at starting at the 8-yard line. The advantage now swings over to the Cats here.
By the way, we've talked about Northwestern's production with sacks the first 3 games. They came into the game with the exact same number as Washington. The Huskies also with 9 sacks, and they're without Zach Durfee, their junior edge out of Minnesota, former transfer from University of Sioux Falls, played in 1 game last year. That was their Sugar Bowl, where they defeated Texas to get to the college football playoff championship game against Michigan. But Durfee played last week, made an impact, came into this game with 2.5 sacks, not out there today. Bluebird skies, crisp air, and turning leaves inspire us to chase magical moments in Minnesota. You'll find endless miles of hiking trails, quaint cabins, and great lakes that create memories for a lifetime. Discover the Star of the North at exploreminnesota.com. What a picturesque setting. And Ted, you and I were talking about the fact that the team's going to get back very late tonight, actually tomorrow, very early, like 6 in the morning.
As we are.
But that did not intend for any of that to sound like we're complaining about Washington being in the Big Ten. This is a great place to come and see a game. And I'm excited about the new venues we're going to see. USC, UCLA, Oregon.
I did a little research. The average rainfall here is 35 inches a year. Now, our snowfall used to be like 35. So most of the time when you're around here, it's kind of drizzly. And I know the 2 times that I played here, one time it was drizzly and one time it was cold. So, yeah, this is a giant place now, fits 70,000.
But there are a lot of empty seats here today.
Not many.
Yeah,
a few.
Look straight across from us. And the end zone to our right. All right, first down for Washington. Hand off to Coleman. Goes straight ahead across the 10. Pushes his way out to the 11, where he runs into Xander Mueller. So starting from the 8-yard line here, a pickup of 3 yards for Jonah Coleman. Coleman out of Stockton, California, has rushed for 100 yards in 2 of their first 3 games, 75 last week in the Apple Cup against the Cougs.
And they play some good high school football in Stockton, California, which just is in the valley in Northern California. Tough place to play.
Second out and 7 here for the Huskies. Handoff Coleman again, right side, finds a seam across the 15-20 and out to the 25-yard line. And that will set up a first down for Washington. Uline makes the stop, but the Huskies pick up the first on a gain of 14 for Jonah Coleman.
Yeah, a little missed tackle there at the point of attack. We got inside pressure, and they did a nice job of hitting the seam there just off the tight end and the outside receiver. He bounced it out for the 14-yard pickup.
That gets Washington some breathing room. Jeremiah Hunter out to the right, slot man to the right, and the tight end, Latu, to the right side. Back to throw. Rogers. Here comes pressure. Lets it go. Pass right on the money to Boston on a deep out across the 40 at the 42-yard line. First down for Washington. A gain of 17 more. Evan Smith on the coverage, but that is a first down call at a gain of 18.
And
out
Dave,
to the 43.
You said a deep out. He threw it from the right hash all the way outside the numbers on the sideline for a really bang completion. What great arm strength we talked about. Now they're going into the Wildcat here.
First down from the 43. This will be the backup quarterback, Damon Williams, true freshman, turns it up just beyond the numbers and taken out by Theron Johnson. Damon Williams Jr., freshman from Chandler, Arizona, has played in every game. Excellent runner. He's completed 9 of 12 passes, thrown for a touchdown, and he's been averaging almost 9 yards per rush. Rogers back in there now, under center here on second down and 5. He bobbles the snap, controls it. Now he'll run. He breaks free at the 50, 45, 40 to the 30 and takes the slide inside the 30. That was a bad turn of events for the Wildcats because it was a near fumble by Rogers. He bobbled the ball. Everybody was going for the ball, and they kind of overran him, and then he had a big opening up the middle before Evan Smith could chase him down. A first down for Washington at the NU 32.
Yes, he was under center there, and as he took the ball from the center and tried to pull it back, he was going to try to hand off to his deep man and the tailback, and he fumbled it coming out of there. What a disaster that could have been.
20-yard pickup, handoff to the backup running back, Cameron Davis, who slides his way inside the 30. They're going to say the 31-yard line. I'm sorry, the 29-yard line. Only got about 3. That's where they'll mark the ball at the 29 as Xander Mueller able to knock him off his stride. It'll be second down and 7 as we tick towards the final minute. First quarter, 7-0 Washington. Second and 7 at the Northwestern 29-yard line for the Huskies.
You described that pretty good, Dave, as he was juggling the ball and then he gained possession of it. His own little fumble. Guys were running right by him like two ships at night. That was an unfortunate thing for the Cats.
Snap to Rogers. Play fake. Rogers throws it over the middle. Complete on the right side. Inside the 15 and down near the 11-yard line. That's Jeremiah Hunter, former Cal Bear, brought down by Mac Uline. It's going to be first and 10. They'll mark it at the 11-yard line. So the Huskies moving the ball now, 18 yards on that pass play.
Yeah, Hunter had over 2,000 total yards down there at Cal in the Bay Area. Came up here and was kind of silent. They need a little bit more out of him, according to our counterparts. He's a pretty good receiver.
20 seconds to go in the first. And the handoff to Davis. Davis slides his way inside the 10, close to the 7-yard line, where R.J. Pearson stops him on what will be the final play of the first quarter. Northwestern fans, during the weekend of September 27th through the 29th, visit any Illinois Steinhoffel store, spend $1,999 or more to get $100 in Cats cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. At the end of 1 in Seattle, it's Washington 7, Northwestern nothing. Back with the second quarter next. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At U.S. Waterproofing, when we're called to fix a basement water problem, we get it fixed right. Our experts will diagnose and educate you on all the issues contributing to your basement seepage problems and guide you through customized solutions that will fit your needs. We make it easy every step of the way, and we'll treat your home with the same care and attention we'd give our own. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com and enjoy no interest if paid in full in 1 year. US Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us.
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota Gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try this too.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
Being pregnant and finding out you have cancer. I'm Robin, and that was me. But my oncologist, orthopedic surgeon, and high-risk obstetrician at Northwestern Memorial Hospital created the safest chemotherapy plan. So I didn't have to choose between my life and my baby's.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News and World Report, Robin's team collaborated to deliver a healthy baby and mother, performing a C-section, then cancer removal the same day. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Attention Northwestern University, looking for the perfect place to stay during your next visit? Welcome to the Gym Museum Suites in downtown Evanston, where history meets modern luxury. Our newly renovated all-suite hotel features spacious accommodations ideal for students, staff, and families alike. Each suite is tastefully designed with modern amenities such as full kitchens, dishwashers, and in-unit washer and dryers to make you feel right at home. Book your unforgettable stay today at www.thegymsuites.com. Discover the hidden treasure in Evanston at the Gym Museum Suites. The Gym Museum Suites, your home away from home.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football, presented by Wintrust. Now back to the action. Here's Dave Ennett.
We begin the second quarter here at Husky Stadium in Seattle. 7-0 Washington, and the Huskies threatening with second down and 6 here on the Northwestern 7-yard line. This drive began back on the 8th. Through one quarter, total offense 156 yards for the Huskies, 25 for the Wildcats. Through the air, Washington 110-3. On the ground, 46-22. Rogers 6 of 8 with a touchdown of 46 yards. Jack Lausch 2 for 5 passing for 3 yards. He's run 3 times for 20 yards. And we're told by Lauren that Mike Wright is warming up on the sideline. So we'll see what that's about, whether the Cats are looking to shake things up. I see Jack standing over the sideline with his helmet on. Was he dinged up, or was Wright? They just want to change the pace here.
Well, and also too, he might just be keeping his arm warm in case something happens. That's not uncommon to have, backup quarterbacks always throwing the ball too.
That's correct. But Lauren told us that with some significance. She thought it was significant. So
okay, that's why we have her down there, right, Dave?
Exactly right. The Wildcats with tough situation to start here, and again, the Huskies have outscored opponents 41-10 of the second quarter, and they've got second down here. Ball is on the 7-yard line. And send Reynolds in motion, hand off to Coleman. Coleman looks for somewhere to go. Not much there. Manages to wiggle his way down inside the 5 to the 4.5-yard line, where Najee Story stops him, along with Michael Kilbane. The sophomore had a sack last week, the first of his career, as did Dylan Roberts for the Wildcats.
They have 13 personnel, and there are 3 tight ends overloaded the left side, and that's where they tried to run. Good job on the defensive side of play.
All right, third down, Rogers in the gun. Inside the 5-yard line of the Wildcats. Third down and 4. Snap to Rogers, going to throw. Looks to the left side, floats it up there. It's incomplete. Intended for Giles Jackson, covered by Azuma. Right around the 1-yard line on the far side. It's fourth down. The field goal unit will come on for the Huskies. And that big stop brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing. U.S. Waterproofing is the best defense for a dry and healthy basement. Schedule your free consultation today at 800 US Water. Visit online at uswaterproofing.com. US Waterproofing, a better basement, starts with us. Chip shot field goal straight on here for Grady Gross. 5 for 5 on the year. A 22-yard field goal attempt. Out of the hold of the punter McAllister to give the Huskies a 10-0 lead. The snap, the kick is up, the kick is good, and it is 10-0 Washington here in the opening minute of the second quarter. The Huskies add to their lead on the field goal by Gross, who's now 6 for 6. We'll take a break. It's Washington 10, Northwestern nothing. It's Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics.
Backlot Coffee is a community coffee shop located in the neighborhoods of Evanston, Old Irving Park, and Lincoln Square. At Backlot Coffee, we strive to be a comfortable, stimulating, and diverse community where people come together. We work hard each day to surprise our guests with kindness. Visit us at backlotcoffee.com. See you around the neighborhood.
I'm Stephen Harris, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Blue Cross has been part of the fabric of Illinois for almost 90 years. We're the only insurer that has provider access in all 102 counties. Since we're part of the local community, it's important we live our mission to stand with our members in sickness and in health. Our employees stand by the ready. I stand by the ready to deliver on that promise, and that makes me proud.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
You're tuned into Northwestern Wildcats football. Let's get you back out to the game. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com. That's syncmygame.com to find out how. Huskies went 88 yards in 11 plays. Because the big play was like what was essentially a broken play with the bobble by the quarterback Rogers, who's not a running quarterback, and ran for 20 yards. And then
Northwestern, number 6, is now wearing number 46.
Got it.
Number 6 is wearing number 46.
Officially a 21-yard field goal for Grady Gross, and it is 10-0 Huskies. The Wildcats now will work from the east end to the west end here at Husky Stadium.
Yeah, Will Rogers is not a running quarterback, but he looked really good on that one.
Well, when there's no one around.
I know. And he got down in a hurry. Did you notice that? He slid right into second base. Not taking off my head.
All right, Gross, who just kicked the field goal, will now kick off. Swing of the leg, puts it in the air, end over end. Deeper kick will sail over the head of the Wildcat return man, Joseph Hyman. And the Wildcat offense heads out on the field, led by quarterback Jack Lausch. So I guess you're right. Mike Wright could call off the sirens. Mike Wright was just keeping his arm loose.
Well, this offense now for the Cats have got to cut it loose a little bit. Yeah. They really have been stumbling around a little bit, only a couple yards passing. They got to get that going.
First down from the 25-yard line, going right to left, 4-man rush for Washington. Lausch with Hyman behind him. The snap, Hyman drops the ball, has to fall on it, and he'll lose yardage back to the 20-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about right there, Dave. A little carelessness. How could that happen? Now Hyman is not your starter. We got Cam Porter out. Hyman, of course, gets a lot of PT. But, yeah, that was just an exchange problem between the quarterback and Hyman, the tailback.
Cats put themselves behind the chains. Second down at 15 after the loss of 5 from their own 20-yard line. Hyman to the left of Lausch. 2 receivers right. Tight end left. There's an option to the left. Lausch tries to cut it back and does across the 20, cut down to the 23-yard line. just inside the numbers, short of the original line of scrimmage. By Brian Parham. And it brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 for the Wildcats. Going quickly here on 3rd down, 12 from their own 23-yard line.
That was only a 3-yard pickup. They were hoping they were going to get more out of that. Still behind the chains.
Snap to Lausch. Gives it off. Hyman is going to be thrown down back at the 20. So they got back to 3, and then they lost those 3 yards right back. Isaiah Ward, the edge on that side, sophomore, a transfer from Arizona with a tackle for loss. And the Cats will have to punt the ball again. Down 10-0. Boston awaiting the punt from Luke Akers.
Yeah, they got beat the offensive left guard right away, and he was in the backfield right after the handoff took place.
Here is the kick by Luke, a wobbler down the middle. It's going to hit around midfield. Picked up by Boston, 45-40. Boston just tripped up. Terrific open field tackle made by the punter Akers. Otherwise, I think Boston had 6. And the Huskies have great field position at the Northwestern 35-yard line to begin this series, already up 10-0.
Well, sideline warning, Washington. There is no yardage to that warning. Washington football, 1st down and 10.
Well, Dave, another 3 and out for the Cats. That's the 3rd 3 and out that they've had. And they put themselves in a tough situation. They had the ball on the 25-yard line, and they only advanced it. It looks like that Washington's now got the ball 5 yards.
Yeah.
Right.
They initially pointed to the 35, and now they mark it at the 31. And so the Huskies already up 10-0, starting with their best field position this time, the 31-yard line of the Wildcats, after the 25-yard return of the Luke Akers punt by Boston. 1st and 10, they'll operate from the eye. Play fake. Rogers wants to throw. He's being chased towards the sideline by Brendan Flakes, a run out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Flakes chased him down. The redshirt sophomore from Orlando had a career best 3 tackles a week ago. Gain, though, of just about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up at the 26-yard line of the Wildcats. Huskies in their purple home jerseys, white numerals, white lettering, gold helmets, gold pants. Trips left for Washington here on 2nd down and 5 at the NU 26-yard line. Coleman will get the handoff running left, and he slides off a tackle, 25-20. And down for a 1st down near the 15-yard line. Devin Turner runs him down. Cats had him for a loss, and he broke a tackle. He's a strong runner, and he's able to turn it into a big gain down to the 16.
Well, he came in with 306 yards, but 240 of those yards were after initial contact. So you're right. He is a big load, and if you don't bring him down with more than one arm or with 2 guys, he's not going down.
1st and 10 of the 15. This time, he's hit right around the line. Still manages to lunge forward to the 13-yard line. Looked like they had him tripped up there, and Robert Fitzgerald was able to stop him. They'll mark it right around the 13, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up. Cats would love to hold them to a field goal try again as the Huskies are threatening to break this game open, already up 10-0. 10:28 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Out to the left, Boston. Slot to the left side is Jeremiah Hunter. I formation. Play fake. Here's Rogers looking, lofts to the end zone. Boston's there, touchdown. Put it in just the right spot, about 5 yards deep in the end zone. 2nd touchdown pass today from Rogers to Boston, and it is 16-0 Huskies.
Yeah, 2 defensive backs were in the neighborhood, and he threw a perfect strike right between the 2 of them. One was playing deep, one was playing shallow, and the receiver had a beautiful route, got right between the 2 of them, and a precision throw. Excellent right on the mark. This is what we talked about. He's accurate and he's quick with those decisions.
Well, it was the 25-yard punt return by Boston as Gross tries the extra point. It's good. He set this up with the 25-yard punt return and then caps it by catching Rogers' second touchdown pass of the day. Timeout, 10-12 to go, first half. It's Washington 17, Northwestern nothing. This is Northwestern football.
Timeout on the field.
From Learfield on 720 WGN.
Stacked macros, fresh food, and served fast. Cafe Zupa's new protein bowls tick all the boxes. 6 new bowls made with top-notch ingredients and dressings from scratch. Every protein bowl comes with a free chocolate strawberry because you always deserve a little treat. Find your nearest spot at cafezupas.com.
Imagine having your skull detached from your spine to save you from paralysis. When Phil came to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, his spine was digging into his brainstem, but our team developed a plan to rebuild his spine.
Anchored by the top neurology and neurosurgery program in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is pioneering treatments for the toughest conditions. Incredibly, Phil was walking just days after surgery.
As Phil's nurse, I'm proud to be on a team that's changing lives.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Stacked macros, fresh food, and served fast. Cafe Zupa's new protein bowls tick all the boxes. 6 new bowls made with top-notch ingredients and dressings from scratch. Every protein bowl comes with a free chocolate strawberry because you always deserve a little treat. Find your nearest spot at cafezupas.com.
Back to Dave and Ted with Northwestern Wildcat football, Chicago's Big Ten team.
Before play continues, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat football.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago. WGN.
Well, the Huskies went 31 yards in 4 plays after the 25-yard Boston punt return of a 36-yard punt. And they capped it on Rogers' 13-yard toss to Boston. Just about the only place he could put that ball. It was perfect, and Boston made a nice catch, and it is 17-0, and the Cats have trouble.
Well, they're almost playing perfect, Dave. You look at total yards, 190-20. They're throwing at a clip of 70% completion. They have 123 yards.
Northwestern number 6 is again wearing number 46.
And the Cats have 3. And we have 3 3-and-outs. And they have 1, so we need to get our game in gear right here, or it could be a long day.
9 first downs to 1. Did you mention that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to say that.
All
I
right,
figured
well,
I'd leave that stat to you.
Let's see if the Cats can get something going here. They're not going to go away. We know that about this team, but again, they haven't been in this situation all that often. Certainly not this year, but even last year, even games they lost, they were in those games. All right, so Gross will kick off again. He boomed his last one beyond the end zone. Hyman standing at the goal line on the far hash mark. Here's the run up and the kick. And another good strong kick will once again carry him in the end zone and beyond. And the Cats will start from the 25-yard line. 10-12 to go here in the first half.
Well, we talked about in the pregame that Cam Porter, the leading rusher for the Cats, is out, and they're going to distribute the ball in the running game with a couple additional guys that have gotten PT, but they need to now bear down here offensively, particularly up front, and say, okay, let's get a couple first downs. Let's start running the ball. That'll give us a chance to get a little play action. So let's get some juice now here on this drive.
Cats have 3 receivers left. Jack Lausch passing so far, 2 of 5 for 3 yards. Remember, he started slow last week. Snap to Lausch, drops to throw. Lausch looking. Now he's going deep for Henning. There's a battle for the ball, and it's knocked out of the arms of the defender. A penalty marker down. The Henning was engaged, I believe, with Jordan Shaw for that ball. And It was one of those wrestling matches. We saw one last night, the Illinois-Nebraska game.
That was a
rolling on the field is an incomplete pass. Pass interference, defense number 3.
Yeah,
15-yard penalty from the previous spot includes an automatic first down.
So the Wildcats pick up the first on the pass interference call. Washington, the second most penalized team of the Big Ten coming into this game.
Yeah, it's they have 30 penalties coming in this game, and 23 players, different players, have penalties. So you just can't blame them like on one guy. They've all committed, penalties along the way.
Now that puts the ball out at the 40, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They stack 2 receivers left. They've got 2 to the right. Little pump fake by Lausch. Pressure for the backside. Lets it go. Complete. 45 to the 50. And down to the 45, first down for the Wildcats. A.J. Henning. Jack Lausch, I don't know if he felt the pressure. There was pressure coming. Thaddeus Dixon takes down Henning. First down for the Cats. Down to the UW 45-yard line. He was about to get leveled, but he let that ball go. I think that was Shaw who had the pass interference call, was it not?
Yeah, and Dave, he threw that thing on a dime. He was running hard to his right, and his receiver, J.J. Henning, was running the opposite way. It was a direct line pass. Good completion.
First down for the Wildcats, who trail 17-0 second quarter. Lausch would give it off Kamalafe through the right side. Pushes his way down to the 40-yard line and to the 39. Finally, they stop him, but a nice gain on first down. Carson Bruner takes him down. We have a Wildcat player shaken up, though.
I'm out on the field.
Wildcat player slow getting up, and that is Jack Bailey, the center, who's down at the 43-yard line. And the athletic training staff out to check on him. Meantime, let's get a Wintrust sideline report. Wintrust, official bank of Northwestern Athletics and Chicago's bank, from Lauren.
Northwestern's offense right now really feeling the absence of running back Cam Porter. Cam was averaging just under 87 yards per game. He's had 3 touchdowns through as many games so far this season. And beyond just those numbers, he's really given the Northwestern offense a spark whenever they need it to build that momentum through the remainder of each of the first 3 games. So right now, running back Caleb Komalafe and Joe Hyman will be getting those reps. I asked running backs coach Foster how he made that decision and who was going to start. He said he expected both Hyman and Komalafe to be playing quite a bit today. They had to have a next man up mentality. But Cam Porter right now been coaching up those 2 youngsters on the sidelines, trying to get them going. Dave?
All right, thank you, Lauren. We'll take a break here. Bailey is up and walking off under his own power, but we have a timeout. It's 17-0 Washington leading the Wildcats. 9:05 to go into the half. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
AM 720 on smart speakers. Say play WGN.
You need to drop
Chicago.
everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The hotel is undergoing extensive renovations from arrival to guest rooms and meeting space, making it easy to tuck in within the endless blue of Lake Michigan and uncover the scholarly liveliness of collegiate life, along with the distinct authenticity of hyper-local shops, eateries, and cultural arts institutions. Select from a variety of seasonal packages as well as the quad accommodations, ideal for Northwestern University graduates. Visit orringtonevanston.hilton.com to learn more.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team, the Wildcats. Here's Dave Edit with more Wildcat football.
Washington leads Northwestern 17-0. Jackson Carcello, the junior from Glenbrook North, checking in at center in place of Bailey, who again walked off under zone power. Meantime, Caleb Komalafe picked up 6 yards on the first down play. One of the better gains so far for the Wildcats in this drive, aided by the pass interference penalty, certainly the best they've had so far.
Yes, and I think that just shows with that run that you're not going to give up on the running game. You got to keep running the ball. And, Thomas Gordon, by the way, has had 2 catches in each of his previous 3 games. He's got 6 so far. How about we try to get the ball to our tight end a little bit? We're a little down in our receivers. We're a little thin because of some injuries. Hey, maybe we can get our tight end involved.
2nd down and 4 coming up here at the 39-yard line of the Huskies. Shadows are covering portions of the field. But right now, both teams out there in bright sunshine. To the line come the Wildcats. Duke Olgus and Thomas Gordon, the tight ends, to the right side. 2 receivers left. Now Gordon motions to the left side, comes set, snap to Lausch. Gives it off, coming to the near side. A flag is down, and so is Komalafe, as he tried to cut it up at the 37-yard line, brought down by Kamori House.
And you mentioned Thomas Gordon was overloaded on the right side with another tight end. He moved in motion to the
offside.
left.
Defense number 11 lined up in the neutral zone. That 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
That's Tupatala, their top tackler, and so the Wildcats have a fresh set of downs here. That will put the ball down at the 34 as Hyman replaces Komalafe.
Yeah, and so Thomas Gordon came over to the left-hand side of the formation and just whiffed on his block. If he just gets a shoulder on that, that's a 10-yard run there.
17-0 Washington. Cats on the drive, though, as Hyman motions out to the left. There's the snap to Lausch. Has time, dances to his left. Now he's going to be hit, and he's going to be sacked. That time initially tucked the ball back, and then he is sacked on the play by
number 52 for Washington is out.
Bowie Tanufi. That's the 10th sack of the year. The first today for the Huskies, but a loss back outside the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, he rolled to his right, saw trouble, and he had Komalafe open in the right flat by at least 15 yards. But because he was buried on the left side, could not wheel out and throw that ball back to the right.
2nd down and 17. Wildcats at the 41 of Washington. Looking it over as Lausch gets the snap, drops. Lausch looking with time. Now he'll step up. He will run, and he gets drilled at the 41. No gain on the play to Patala on the stop, and it brings up 3rd down and long.
It's very simple. The separation between our receivers and their DBs is non-existent. That's why he's in the pocket. 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, and then he runs. There's nowhere to throw the ball.
All right, the Wildcats 0 for 4 on 3rd down. They haven't had one like this. 3rd down and 17 at the 41-yard line. Maybe get something here, try to get a field goal, get something on the board, right? 3rd and long, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Komalafe to the left of Lausch. There's the snap, blitz coming, flags down all over the place. They hold up play.
Yeah. It's going to be on the offensive line.
And so instead of
start, offense number 72, 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Caleb Kiernan, the left tackle, instead of 3rd and 17, make it 3rd and 22. The Wildcats, with their first penalty of the game, could have picked a better time for it. 3rd down and 22 at the Washington 46. 17-0 Huskies, 7:06 to go, 2nd quarter. Lausch looks it over. Komalafe to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wing to the right side. Snap to the quarterback, Lausch. Lausch steps up, fires down the middle, off the hands of the intended receiver. Might have been tipped away. Kurtz, the intended receiver, and Tupatala knocked it away in flight. And it is 4th down and long, and the Cats will have to give up the football. Hunter Renner will come on and punt in place of Akers.
I give Lausch a lot of kudos for that. He's trying to throw it over the linebacker in to the receiver, Bryce Kurtz, and just couldn't thread the needle.
Yeah, he didn't miss by much.
No, he didn't.
Renner standing at the 40. I believe it's the second part of the season. Boston standing around the 5. Here is the kick. High and overhand kick. Fair catch signaled and made by Boston inside the 6-yard line. So the Huskies will be pinned back deep with 6:43 to go in the first half. They'll start from deep in their own end at the 6. Well, it has not gone well. It's 17-0 Washington. Huskies have outgained the Wildcats' total offense 190-34 so far. But long way to go, and we'll see if the Wildcat defense can come up with a quick stop here and take advantage of this field position.
You know, last time they were down, the Huskies were down on the 8-yard line. They went 88 yards for 11 in 11 plays. They need to stop right here. Need to get the ball back on a short field. They go 3 and out. They can get some points on the board before half.
Rogers under center. Coleman line up a yard deep in the end zone. Play fake. Motion. And penalty markers down.
Half the distance.
Yep.
Prior to the ball being snapped. Full start. Offense number 74. Half the distance to the goal line. Still first down.
That's the right tackle, Drew Asaparte, out of San Diego State. Sophomore out of Pacifica, California. That's near the Bay Area.
Yes, it is, Dave.
I know my California geography.
I was just going to say, if you need any help with that, let me know.
That's why you're here. All right, first down and 13 for the Huskies. Back to the end zone. Rogers will have to throw it away. He was under some heavy pressure. Cats want intentional grounding. And
yeah, they're not getting that call.
I don't think they're going to get the call.
Yeah, and Coach Braun is out on the 20-yard line. Everybody's going, hey, where's the call?
Nope, there it is. You know what it was? Rogers was trying to plead his case.
The quarterback was under duress, and he was in the pocket, and there was no one in the area. It's intentional grounding in the end zone. The result is a safety.
And the Wildcats are on the board.
Nice.
Intentional grounding in the end zone results in a safety in what could be a very pivotal play in this game. The pressure applied by Carmine Bastone and Aiden Hubbard. Was Bastone in there as well? Well, it was Hubbard. We know that.
Well, Hubbard seems like he's around the football all the time. He's the leading tackler on the defensive line. He's got 9 tackles, and he's got a sack that time, disrupting the quarterback and the pocket. We can see it here on the replay. He's clearly in the end zone.
There were 2 defenders. The other one was Kenny Soares.
Yep.
And so the Wildcats are on the board at 17-2, and the Cats will get the ball back.
Yeah.
So
and he he took a little stutter step, rolled out to his right,
number 6,
and he could see
now wearing number 46.
2 defenders right in his face, and he definitely threw that thing away. No one was around. And there was 11 guys on defense going, intentional grounding.
So it's 17-2. 6:38 to go in the half. The Cats get the ball back as Gross will kick from his own 20. Here is the boot off the tee.
What a kick.
And it's going to be fielded by Joseph Hyman across the 20
under.
to the 30, to the 40, to the sideline, and run into the bench. Tackled way out of bounds. I don't see a flag.
Man, I can't believe they didn't call that.
He was tackled a good 7-8 yards beyond the boundary by Elijah Jackson. And the officials are conferring. They spot the ball at the Northwestern 45-yard line. So this is what the Cats needed.
Yeah, remember we said if they can go 3 and out, we can get on a short field. Well, here we go. Short field, but with a safety in our pocket.
Starting at the 45-yard line. In your territory. And Lausch to throw it here. Steps up, fires over the middle. Dropped by Gordon. Pass appeared to be thrown a bit high, but he could not bring it in. It had both hands on it, and it brings up second down and 10.
Well, I was praising Gordon, who's had 6 catches in 3 games, and that ball was thrown hard and way over his helmet. He had to reach as he was running full speed, and he felt like he could have had that. Wow, that would have been a big play, Dave, for a first down, too.
Hyman's 37-yard return got it here. Second down and 10. The NU 45. There's a screen caught by Hyman. 45 to the 50 and pulled out of bounds in Washington territory. That was Isaiah Ward at the 47-yard line of the Wildcats.
I love
the Huskies, rather.
I love the fact the Cats, I see them practicing screens all the time. It's all timing between that offensive line getting downfield and blocking someone and the running back clearing the rush. That was a really nice design play. They picked up almost a first there.
Big third down here. Third down and 2 for the Wildcats. At the Washington 47, 17-2 Huskies. Snap to Lausch, hands it off, and Komalafe twisted down maybe a half yard shy of the first. It's going to be fourth down as Tunuafi brings him down. Tanufi, rather.
We're going for it.
It's fourth down and 1.
Here comes the big bodies. They got 3 tight ends in there. It's a good call. I like this call, Dave.
5:24 to go in the second quarter.
Get a chance to put maybe some points on the board here before half.
Fourth down and 1. Cats on the season on fourth down, 1 of 3. And Lausch in the pistol gets the snap, hands it off. First down. Komalafe down to the 43-yard line.
And Dave, no funny business that time trying to go wide with an option play. We went right down over the 3 technique.
By the way, Caleb Komalafe, maybe the best we've seen him run so far this season. Let's get a Wintrust sideline report. Lauren's got an injury update. Lauren?
Bad news for the Cats offense. Center Jack Bailey has since left the field on crutches. He had one shoe removed. It looked like he was working out one of his ankles. I'll get the official report when he's done being evaluated shortly. It looks unlikely he'll return.
All right, first down. And it's Lausch. Fake the give to Hyman and gets snowed under at the 43-yard line on the first down carry.
That was a
Carson Bruner.
That was a blizzard there.
Yeah.
Blizzard of tacklers. Another offensive lineman down for the Cats.
An offensive player injury.
And now another offensive lineman, Josh Thompson, the right guard, down on one knee and being attended to. So the Wildcats down 17-2 here in the second quarter with 4:14 to go, facing second down and 9 in Washington territory. Now Thompson's up and walking under his own power, but of course so did Bailey, and you just heard the report on him.
We got to send Lauren over there and have him take a peek in that tent. What's going on over there?
I don't think you're allowed to take a peek in the tent, but I'm sure she will get as much information as she can.
She can knock on their door and say, "Can I come in?"
Tents don't have doors, do they? Second down and 9. Well, I guess they do.
Hello, can I?
Yes, they.
Can I come on in?
I think they've got more. Not that Lauren's not important, but they've got to attend to the players. Second down and 9. Hyman lines up behind Lausch, to the right of Lausch. Let's have 2 backs. Here's the snap, and Lausch steps up over the middle, broke it up, intended for Marshall Lang. Nice play by Shaw to break that pass up, and it brings up third down.
You called it right, Dave. That was an excellent play by Shaw. Shaw is their nickel back. He's been very, very busy making some big plays back there in the secondary, and he played that beautifully. The last second he reached out and got in the passers.
All right, the Cats still haven't converted a third down. 0 for 6. Third and 9 at the 43-yard line of Washington, which leads 17-2. Snap to Lausch, drops. Lausch Now being pressured, and Ward's got him again. Isaiah Ward with the sack. Second for the Huskies. And Ward with his third tackle for loss here.
And Dave, that's sad there because they had 4. They dropped 9. They rushed 3. They put a spy on Louch, so they only rushed 2, and they got to the quarterback.
All right, Akers to punt. Boston standing at the 10. They're trying to pin him inside the 10, get another safety. Who knows? Where's the kid? And Boston makes the fair catch up at the 17-yard line. So much better field position for the Huskies, who lead it 17-2 with 3:03 to go in the first half here in Seattle. Your Cats are back in action at Northwestern Medicine Field against undefeated Indiana on Saturday, October 5th. The Hoosiers returned a limited number of tickets they originally took. So let's paint those seats purple. Get yours at nusports.com/tickets while supplies last.
You know, Dave, I was harping on the opportunity to throw to the tight ends. 3 times in that series they threw to tight ends, and they got nothing out of it.
First down, Washington from their own 18-yard line. They'll hand it off. The running back breaks the tackle, struggles out near the 30-yard line. That was Cameron Davis. Missed all of last year with an injury. Aiden Hubbard able to bring him down, but he picks up a first down on the first down run out to the 30-yard line. And the Huskies up 17-2 here late in the first half. 2:30 to go. Hand it off, and this time Xander Mueller is waiting for the running back Davis and takes him down for a loss on the play of a yard. It'll be second down and long, 2nd and 11 back at the 29-yard line.
Great tackle there. He read that beautifully, fought off the block, and then picked up a TFL. Excellent job. Good linebacker play. Xander Mueller, 110 tackles last year, 20 this year, and he's off and running again.
And we get the 2-minute timeout.
Timeout.
The 2-minute timeout with the Huskies facing second down and 11 after this stoppage of their own 29, leading 17-2. The timeout situation here. Each team has all 3 of their timeouts. The Huskies opened the season with a win over Weber State 35-3, then beat Eastern Michigan 30-9. Next week they play at Rutgers. That's Friday night at Rutgers. Talking about a long trip.
A long plane,
night
right?
game on the East Coast.
Woo.
And then the following week, Michigan comes in here for a rematch of the College Football Playoff Championship
that
game.
Should be good. And Michigan pulled it out against USC with 30 seconds left to go from the 1-yard line. So, man, there's some good games out there.
I'll give you some of the scores coming up at halftime. Northwestern's brand new athletic director, Mark Jackson, will join us in the booth for a conversation. Had the pleasure of being with Mark at the end zone tailgate before this game, about, over past the soccer field to our north.
And you came in here in a full sweat.
Yeah, I did, 'cause I had to run.
20 minutes before kickoff or before we went on the air, as you ran like a marathon to get back.
Yeah, well, 10 years ago, I would have been back here 25 minutes before kickoff. But 1,100 Wildcat fans there. Some former players. I saw Tor Schmidt. Remember Tor Schmidt, defensive end from California? I had a nice chat with Tor, and he's up here. He's got a daughter who's looking at the university here, and it's a nice trip for him up from California. Great to see.
We had a couple great players from the state of Washington. We had
he was from California.
Yeah, right. I know that. Yeah.
So Courtney Barnett, Gary and Mary Barnett's daughter. She's here, and a nice chat with her. And she lives in Evanston. We see her around, but and like some great Wildcat fans there. And very nice gathering. And Mark spoke to the crowd, so he'll speak to us here at halftime. Let's get an injury report from Lauren.
Yeah, I got an update on the offensive line here. Center Jack Bailey is questionable to return with a lower body injury, while right guard Josh Thompson is probable with an upper body injury. Anthony Biersa would be the next man up at that right guard position.
Okay, thank you, Lauren, for that Wintrust sideline report. That's a little better.
She must have peeked her.
She did. She did exactly. She knocked on the door, just like you suggested.
Yeah, the girl.
2nd down and 11 here for the Huskies. Again, they got 3 timeouts left. 2 minutes to go to the half. 17-2 Washington. Huskies scored a touchdown midway through the first quarter. A 46-yard pass from Rogers to Boston. Then a 13-yard connection earlier in this quarter between those two after a 21-yard field goal. Now they face 2nd down and 11. That's need to make a stop here and get something else on the board before halftime. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Rogers to throw. Short right, caught by the tight end. Turns it up, gets to the 38-yard line. That's Kalecki Latu. And brings up 3rd and short. Taken down on the play by Braden Turner.
Huskies went in with maximum protection. They had 7 men on the line of scrimmage to try to keep this rush down.
3rd and 2, empty backfield here for Washington. Rogers looking over the middle. It's caught by Giles Jackson. Ball thrown a bit high, but he yanks it down. 1st down across the 45 to the 46. Mueller takes him down. Michigan State leading Boston College 3-0 in the first. Iowa up 7-0 on Minnesota in the second. Here's the handoff,
nice.
and the running back is drilled. That's Davis. Hit on the play by Mac Uline and driven down after a short gain. And timeout is taken. Timeout, Washington. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 coming
Washington.
up.
How about
Their first
Giles?
of the half.
30-second
timeout.
His first catch of the day.
Yep.
And he's got 24 catches coming in. He had 8 last week for 162. So I don't know if that's just poor design or what, but maybe we covered him real well. Boston, though, he's got some catches. He's making up for lost time.
No question about that so far today.
He's got 4 for 88.
Yep, and 2 touchdowns. Elsewhere, LSU beat UCLA 34-17. Indiana, the Wildcats' next opponent, 4-0. They beat Charlotte 52-14. Maryland, an upcoming opponent, 38-20 over Villanova. Rutgers beat Virginia Tech 26-23. Penn State 56-0 over Kent State. Ohio State 49-14 over Marshall. 2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Huskies. With 1:16 to go in the half, they lead it 17-2. Approaching midfield, and Rogers to throw. Rush coming, in trouble, and he undershoots Davis in the left flat. A desperation toss at the 45-yard line. Anto Saka was bearing down on the quarterback. I think Rogers won't be tired. Won't want to see him again anytime soon. He faces 3rd down and 8 right here.
Yeah, he was lucky he got rid of that football. By the way, the receiver, the intended receiver, if he caught that ball, there was a lot of open space between he and the goal line. And, boy, nice job again by getting to the quarterback and disrupting that pocket.
3rd and 8 at the 48-yard line of Washington. Snap to Rogers. There comes the rush. Flag is down. Lets it go. Ball tipped away. Tipped away by Fussell, the intended receiver over the far side. Hunter. There is a flag on the play.
Illegal shift. Offense, that penalty is declined.
Yep.
It is 4th down.
All right, so the Huskies will have to give up the football here with 1:04 to go in the half.
Yeah, if we can just play pass defense like that and rush the passer, we'll be fine in the second half. That was a very good series for the Cats defensively. Yeah, they gave up 1 first down, but what a great job there to close them out. They had 3 minutes and 3 seconds to maybe get something at halftime, and we shut them out on that.
All right, A.J. Henning standing at the 12-yard line. And McAllister on a punt from his own 34. Here's the snap. It's a good one. It's the kick away. Low line drive. AJ will return. Breaks a tackle across the 20, 25, and run out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So the Wildcats go on offense. I think that was freshman running back Mohammed downfield on special teams to make the stop.
That was a line drive wobbler right there. That was a knuckleball. He did a good job of handling that.
So those double numbers come into play here. All right, the Wildcats with 54 seconds to go. 3 timeouts, starting for their own 32. See if they get something else on the board here. Empty backfield. 5 receivers. Snap to Lausch. Blitz coming over the middle. Caught across the 40 and out to the 44. A first down to A.J. Henning. Brought down by Isaiah Ward. First down for the Wildcats. They're ready to go again for the 44-yard line. Lausch to throw again. Scrambles left. Now he lets it go. Incomplete, out of bounds. Kurtz in the vicinity, but he more or less threw that away out of the pocket. It'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, the play before that, they were just in zone coverage, and he found the open man for the first down. This time, the protection was not there, and he had to roll away from the pressure, had no one to throw it to.
Second down and 10 from the 44. 37 seconds to go in the half. 17-2, Washington. Trips to the right. Snap to Lausch. Drops. Has time. Now he throws. And a leaping catch. First down. What a grab. A diving catch. A.J. Henning with a defender. The Mickulanen draped all over him.
Timeout.
But how about the throw?
Down to the 42-yard line. There was a defender grabbing Lausch as he let it go.
And he had to work up into that pocket. He had to work up towards the line of scrimmage. That was a north-south all the way. And as you mentioned, he had a defender. He could see him coming right into his chest. Got rid of it just in time. And J.J. Henning with another terrific catch there with one-on-one coverage. How he brought that thing in. That was down at that knee level. Off-balance throw. What a catch.
The Wildcats, on a pass play of 14 yards, have a first down to the 42-yard line of Washington with 30 seconds to go and 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, we've been down here before. That last series ended up being a disaster. It sure would be good if we could get down in field goal range. Got a couple timeouts left.
By the way, Josh Thompson is in there at right guard. Marcelo remains the setter. Lausch looks it over, first down to the 42 of the Huskies. They show blitz. Snap to Lausch. Steps up. Throws downfield. Intercepted. Back to the 30, 35 near side on the run is Bruner and run out of bounds. Carson Bruner with the interception. Looked like the receiver fell down.
Well,
and the ball hung up there, and Bruner had kind of an easy pick.
Lausch was getting hit. Or no, he was not getting hit.
Yeah, see, the receiver went down.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct.
And so Washington comes up with it. That for Jack Lausch is his first interception. Second of his career. And the Wildcats, with their first turnover today, their 5th of the season. And Washington's got it at their own 48-yard line. Well, a promising drive ends. 18 seconds to go. First down to the 48 for the Huskies, who lead 17-2. There's Rogers throwing a slant, complete to Hunter. Hunter spins his way down to the 39-yard line of the Wildcats. First down.
Second charge. Team timeout.
They're thinking of
Washington.
getting something else on the board
30
here.
seconds.
Their kicker, Gross, is 3 for 3 from 40 yards or beyond this season. Devin Turner made the stop. First down at the 39. Washington has 1 timeout left. The Wildcats have 2. Well, a promising drive comes to an end with a turnover.
I'm not really sure, Dave, even though the receiver fell down, if that thing was really even catchable. The defender was well positioned to get a pick there. Again, you got stress going on in the pocket. He avoided two sackers and still was able to get up into the pocket, moving to his left and throwing that ball off balance.
All right, the Huskies first down at the NU 39, 12 seconds to go. They have one timeout remaining.
Yeah, let's be careful here now.
17-2 Washington. Here's Rogers throwing short left, and Latu has it, but the defender, in this case Devin Turner, has him and takes him down just inside the 35, and the Huskies take their final timeout.
Washington, their third and final timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
They have 2 seconds left. They have it at the 34, so they will bring on Gross to try a field goal here. And this will be
51-yarder, I think.
Should be just about, 51, possibly 52. We'll see where they want to put it. Line of scrimmage is just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, going to be a 50. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 51-yarder, Ted. Now, with a hold of McAllister, this would be the longest of his career. And now the Cats will take a timeout just as he boots the ball. And it did go through, but it won't count. And so
timeout. Northwestern, their second of the half.
David Braun
30
elects
seconds.
to try to ice the kicker. As the Huskies try to take an 18-point lead into the locker room at halftime. The Huskies, well, I guess no other way to put this. They've dominated the half.
Yes, sir.
Statistically, 240 yards to 63.
Yes, sir.
Right now, it's still a two-possession game, but
yes,
but you kind of feel. Remember, Washington will get the ball first in the third quarter. 51-yard field goal attempt for Gross. From the left hash, angle to the right. Here's the snap placement. Kick on the way by Gross. Got the distance. The kick is no good. He missed it wide to the left. And the half ends as the Huskies fail to cash in on the interception, but they take.
That is the end of the first half.
A 17-2 lead to the locker room here at halftime. We'll talk to Coach David Braun with Lauren here, and let's go to Lauren right now.
Coach, you expected the Huskies and quarterback Will Rogers to come up with some big explosive plays. What's the biggest adjustment you want to see defensively to temper those?
Great throw by him on that first explosive play, but beyond that, we got to tackle. We got to play with better fundamentals, get off the field on third down, and we got to find a rhythm on offense. There's a lot of things here that we can control. Excited to get to the second half.
What is the biggest room for improvement offensively?
We got to stay ahead of the chains and just trust ourselves. There's some open wide receivers getting the ball on time and trusting our progression.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Lauren.
All right, Lauren, thank you. Northwestern football is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. We offer auto, home, and commercial auto insurance, plus a variety of business insurance options. Visit Progressive.com today. We'll be right back with the Northwestern Medicine halftime show in a moment. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
That's incredible.
Magical. Spectacular fall colors and more than 6,000 miles of trails make Minnesota a hiker's paradise. Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North. ExploreMinnesota.com.
Sureway Movers is a moving company that has been serving residents and businesses in the United States for over 65 years. In addition to our traditional moving services, we also offer moves to commercial clients, those moving internationally, and we are proud to move our military. Your complete satisfaction with your move is our #1 focus at Sureway Movers. Visit SurewayMovers.com or call us at 877-807-5024 to request a free moving quote.
Backlot Coffee is a community coffee shop located in the neighborhoods of Evanston, Old Irving Park, and Lincoln Square. At Backlot Coffee, we strive to be a comfortable, stimulating, and diverse community where people come together. We work hard each day to surprise our guests with kindness. Visit us at backlotcoffee.com. See you around the neighborhood.
Hey Northwestern, want to turn your dorm dreams into reality? At the Wayfair store in Wilmette, get inspired and shop for all your dorm essentials. We're talking futon, mini fridges, bedding, and so much more. All at can't-miss prices that work for every budget, so you can get back to what's important game day. Go Wildcats! Head to the Wayfair store in Edens Plaza, Wilmette, and show your Northwestern student ID for 10% off.
Offer valid through 12/31/24 at the Wayfair store in Wilmette, Illinois. Must show a current student ID to qualify. Certain exclusions apply. See store associate for details.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Minnesota has some of the best mountain biking in the country, from gorgeous reclaimed iron mines to the rocky terrain of Lake Superior's North Shore. Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North. ExploreMinnesota.com.
Halftime!
Oh, intermission.
No, it's halftime.
It's halftime.
It's halftime.
Once again, here's the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
Welcome to the Northwestern Football Halftime Show presented by Northwestern Medicine. Dave Ennett, Ted Albrecht back at Husky Stadium in Seattle at the half. Washington leads Northwestern by the somewhat strange score of 17-2. The Wildcats' only points on a safety awarded on an intentional grounding call against Washington in the end zone. But the Cats offensively have not been able to get points on the board. But as you heard Coach Braun say, excited to get to the second half.
Okay. I see one thing that's pretty obvious, and that's in our passing game, and I think the numbers show it, is that we're doing a pretty good job protecting the passer, Jack Lausch. But the receivers, and again, we don't have a full, healthy crew of receivers in this game, but they have not gotten any separation from the defenders. So when they come out of their break, man, they're all over them. They're right on their hip. And meanwhile, Jack now is in the pocket, 1003, 1004, and then he starts to move up and scramble and get out of the way. So, there's just not cohesiveness going on between route running, getting free in the secondary, and then, of course, I tell you that overall the Cats are doing a pretty good job up front with protection. Running the football, now that's a different story.
Jack's been sacked twice, and the Wildcats have a net rushing yardage of 11 on 15 rushing attempts here, playing, of course, without Cam Porter. Caleb Kamalafe, their leading rusher, 4 carries, 10 yards. They are down 17-2 at halftime. More of our Northwestern Medicine halftime report in a moment. This is Northwestern Football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
When I got sick, I spent years looking for answers, but it only took one conversation with my team at Northwestern Medicine to correct my misdiagnosis. I'm Daniel. When Parkinson's changed my life, so did my Spanish-speaking care team.
The Northwestern Medicine Parkinson's Disease and Movement Disorders Center offers specialized, culturally sensitive care. Their Spanish-speaking team was the first to provide Daniel with innovative treatment in the language he preferred. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Home ownership.
At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's winds blowing across a fruited plain, and also your new fire pit, which subsequently set your gazebo ablaze. It's hard-hitting football, and an even harder-hitting price estimate from your general contractor. That's a star-spangled bummer. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
The Glen Club in Glenview is the proud home to Wildcats Golf. In addition to being named to Golf Weekly's top 100 courses you can play, the Glen Club's 48,000 square foot clubhouse has 3 private event spaces and a 21-room boutique hotel. Whether for 20 or 250 guests, corporate or social, the Glen Club is the perfect destination for your next special event. Stop in the Grill Restaurant and experience the picturesque terrace and fire pit lounge. Visit theglenclub.com for more information.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Northwestern University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Out-of-town scores are proudly presented by Explore Minnesota. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your Star of the North getaway at exploreminnesota.com. Other games underway in the Big Ten. First quarter, no score between Purdue and Oregon State. Second quarter, Michigan State trailing Boston College 6-3. Iowa and Minnesota are tied at 7. That game is at the 2-minute timeout in the first half. Earlier, Indiana beat Charlotte 52-14. Maryland over Villanova 38-20. Rutgers 26. Virginia Tech 23. LSU beat UCLA 34-17. Michigan, in the last seconds, beat USC 27-24. And Penn State 56-0 over Kent State. Ohio State 49-14 over Marshall. Coming up, a conversation with Northwestern Athletic Director Mark Jackson at the half, 17-2 Washington. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions to meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges, from printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraMarketingPrint.com to learn more.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnick's.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football. Now back to the action. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
And before we continue, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat football.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Northwestern fans next weekend visit any Illinois Steinhoffel store, spend $1,999 or more, get $100 in Cats Cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. Steinhoffel's is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. Dave Bennett, Ted Albrecht back here in Seattle. Halftime, the Wildcats trailing Washington 17-2. We're very pleased to welcome for the first time to our booth Mark Jackson, the brand new Vice President for Athletics and Recreation at Northwestern, who's been on the job since September 1st. And your frequent flyer miles, I would imagine, have gotten quite a workout.
Yeah, finally got my feet on the ground here Monday, so we're locked in now. No more back and forth. So I'm officially really here for 5 days. And you've been doing this 35 years, man.
It's at 31.
It's at 31. I got a lot to learn. So that's really the main objective is to do a lot of listening and learning. But, man, this environment here today, and this is what the Big Ten is all about, coast to coast. And, we had 1,100 people at a tailgate to start these festivities. And just makes you incredibly proud to be a Wildcat.
What's the biggest thing that you've learned, Mark, in your first 3 weeks plus on this job about your fan base and about the way the university operates?
Yeah, I think the thing that stands out that anything Northwestern does, they're going to do it in a world-class manner, right? You start with the academic mission, the academic profile, the facilities. We just had 2 days of board meetings, and you realize the caliber of people associated with the leadership under President Schill. It's just world-class, and we have every bit of responsibility as an athletic department, right, to keep up with that vision. So that's my job, and to make sure that we're keeping pace with all the things that Northwestern stands for. And it's going to take, like I said, a little bit of listening, a little bit of learning, but we also can't just stand flat-footed. This industry is changing by the day, and we need to be prepared for it.
Mark, you had a big town hall with all of your coaches and some of the support staff. How did that go?
It went really well. I'll start with our coaches. It's a really attractive piece to this job when you think about the corral of coaches that right now I'll put against anybody. We had 7 Big Ten coaches of the year last year, including Coach Braun, and field hockey team's #1 in the country. Cross country's ranked in the top 25 for the first time in their history. So, and you got Kelly Monte's been here. This is her start of her 25th year.
Wow.
Kate Drohan's 27 years. So you talk about a depth of knowledge and experiences that I can learn from. So, yeah, it's always been a good, healthy interchange and a staff that again, gets our mission. We're not just about here to win. We got to graduate our kids. We got to make sure they're supported the right way. And we have a team around us that's going to do that and is committed to that.
How do you balance the need to get the message out to people about NIL and the need to raise the funds? Because, look, that's the reality of today in college athletics, right?
It's a really good question, Dave. And I think everybody in college athletics, certainly at this level, is faced with the same problem: resources. And revenue's never, ever been as important as it is right now. And when you think what's coming with the institutional's ability to share revenue, we're going to be prepared for it. We may not do it like everybody else. We're going to do it in a uniquely Northwestern way. We spent time with our board of trustees and President Schill talking about that the last 2 days. But if you're going to compete in this conference, and look, we don't want to just survive in the Big Ten. We want to thrive in it, right? So we got to try and find the resources to commit back to attract the right type of student athlete that's has the value of the Northwestern education as a priority, and that wants to compete at the highest levels of Power 4 football.
I can tell you, Ted and I have really enjoyed doing the 3 games at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium. But give us the update. Where do things stand right now with the new Ryan Field?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time diving into the plans, meeting with the Ryan family and Pat Ryan Jr. particularly. It's a game changer. It's a reimagined college football experience that, quite frankly, the city of Chicago, the Evanston community has never, ever seen before. When you think about the premium experience that we see here at Husky Stadium with all these amenities, we've never had that. We never had that associated with our football stadium, and we're going to have that in a really robust way. And it's not just about football, but we imagine playing soccer there and lacrosse and the Evanston community to take part. It's going to be world-class. I think we all know when the Ryan family does something, they do it at a world-class level. and we're ready to do that.
Are you on or ahead of schedule?
On schedule, as far as I know. Let's hope for a nice, calm winter.
Yes,
keep everything on track.
Like the last 2 winters we had.
Yeah,
here.
exactly right. But we're just getting started with the process of socializing the particulars around the stadium. That'll become more strengthened over the next few months. But we're planning on a launch sooner rather than later.
All right, Mark. Thanks for coming up. These are the Cardiac Cats. So don't be surprised at anything that happens here in the second half.
Well, thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Go Cats.
Mark Jackson, Combe Family Vice President for Athletics and Recreation. We will get you to the second half here in a moment. This is Northwestern Football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey fans, join us at Stacked and Folded before or after the game. Located at 824 Noyes Street, we're just a few short blocks from campus. We've got happy hour, a full bar, heated fire tables, weekend brunch, and fast, friendly service with a healthy and exciting menu. Follow us on Instagram at Stacked Social House or check out our website at www.stackedandfolded.com.
A smooth, close Barbasol shave in the morning lifts your confidence. That rich, creamy lather will catapult you to greatness. Nothing can stop you today. Well, except that traffic jam. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The passion.
He's going to take it to the house. Dinner's cooking. Touchdown.
The fury.
There was flames on that ball.
The speed.
35-40. There he goes. Down the sideline.
Northwestern College football.
For the end zone. Got it for 6 points. You cannot hitch the wagon. Put the ponies in the bars. Back to the end zone. 20.
This is the College Football Bliss. Listen all season long on College Sports Now on the Varsity Network.
Through snow, ice, rain, and wind. Through extreme heat and extreme cold. When Elmer Matthews started his company, his dream was to provide for his family and be the best at his craft. As we celebrate our 90th anniversary, the 4th generation of Matthews family still shares Elmer's mission. Let's raise the roof, Cat fans, and be a part of Chicago history. Call Matthews Roofing at 773-276-4100 or visit them online at matthewsroofing.com.
Now it's time for the second half of Wildcat Football. Today's broadcast of Northwestern Football is presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Constellation, preferred energy provider of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, relentless in the quest for better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics. Now, here with the play-by-play, the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
Both teams are back on the field. We get set for the second half here in Seattle with the Wildcats trailing the Huskies 17-2. 2 touchdown passes from Will Rogers III to Denzel Boston, getting the Huskies out to this big lead along with a field goal. The Cats' only points coming on a safety. And those are your energizing highlights of the first half, such as they are, powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University Athletics. And the Northwestern Football Halftime Show was presented, as always, by Northwestern Medicine as we get set for the second half. And Washington will get the ball first. Great to visit with Mark Jackson, the Wildcats' new athletic director. And I hope those of you who follow the program will have an opportunity to meet him at some point, visit with him. He's a guy full of energy, full of ideas, and I think he's going to do great things at Northwestern. But the Cats right now have a more immediate concern. That's how to get themselves back in this game. It's a 2-score game, but they got to make a stop here to start the third quarter. Back deep for the Huskies on the kickoff is Keith Reynolds, 4th in the Big Ten in kickoff returns at 20 yards a game, I should say, on average, 20 yards a return. And Luke Akers will kick off for the Wildcats. Luke booting right to left. 5 touchbacks, 6 on the year now. He will not reach the end zone. He's taken on a fair catch at the 8-yard line. And so Washington will bring their offense back on the field at the 25-yard line for the first series here in the third quarter. Oh, great to talk to Mark, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we're so lucky to have him. It's a dream come true.
I didn't go through his resume. He was at Villanova since 2015 as the AD, and they won 2 national championships in men's basketball during his tenure there. He's been in the NFL, worked with guys like Bill Belichick and Pete Carroll. All right, first down for Washington. Hand off to Coleman through the left side. He's cut down shy of the 29-yard line by Xander Mueller.
Didn't he have 2 stints at USC as well, Dave?
And also at Syracuse, but he was director of football administration, I think was the title at USC. And I was with Mark at a tailgate beforehand with 1,100 fans, Wildcat fans, out here in Seattle.
You behaved, right?
Oh, I did, yes. Second down and 7. They'll give it to Coleman again, and Coleman pushes his way out to the 32, short of the first by about 3 yards. He's stopped there by Najee Story, and it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, again, I guess I can't harp enough that this kid is only 5'9", but he weighs 230. And when you hit him, you cannot bring him down with one body. That's why 3/4 of his yards are after initial contact. He's just a menace. He is really something.
Washington was 2 of 5 on third down in the first half. 3rd and 3 for their own 32-yard line. They'll operate from the gun with Coleman to the left of Rodgers, who drops to throw, pocket collapsing, heaves it up for grabs, and it falls incomplete. There was pressure from, I think, was that Jalen Pate, who was bearing down on the quarterback, and that pass hung up there in the general direction of Giles Jackson. Theron Johnson had the coverage, and so the Huskies go 3 and out to start the third quarter, and A.J. Henning will drop back to await the punt from McAllister.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. Jalen Pate was really hanging on him. That's why that ball didn't have any velocity on it whatsoever. It looked like a wobbly punt there. Great pressure from the defensive end for the Cats.
How tough is this for A.J.? Because McAllister's in the shadows, and A.J. moves over, so he's also in those shadows. It's a short punt. Fair catch signaled and made by A.J., who tiptoes out at the 31-yard line on the far side. And so the Wildcats are going to offense down 17-2 here in the opening moments of the third quarter, 13:34 to go.
Well, we talked about it during the break. We talked about it at the end of the first half, and now it's time to, break through here. We need to get this offense in gear. Stats are not pleasurable to look at right now, but it can all change here in one half.
Hyman, the running back, pistol formation, 2 receivers left. First down for Jack Lausch from the Wildcat offense. And Jack will hand it off. Hyman picks his way to the right side, gets to the line and driven back. No gain on the play. They sealed that off. Carson Bruner had the interception in the first half. Will be credited with the tackle. Each team has a couple of sacks here. The only turnover was committed by Northwestern. 2nd and 10 from the 30. Marcelo remains the center, although we're told that Bailey is questionable to return. And 2nd down, Lang motions towards the formation, and Lausch makes the handoff, takes it himself, left side, a little stutter step, and he gets to the 31, covered up there. There's not much there. Dyson McCutcheon takes him down. And it brings up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, the motion man was supposed to block the last man on the line of scrimmage, and it was really scary if he hit him in the back or not. But that guy, that DN, still disrupted the play. Jack got nothing out of that.
3rd down, 9 yards to go for the Wildcats from their own 31-yard line. Trips right, the wide side. Snap to Lausch, quarterback draw. Lausch cuts inside across the 40, out to the 42, 1st down. And the Wildcats have their first 3rd down conversion of the game after going 0 for 7. Fabiculanen takes him down to the secondary, but Jack Lausch picks up the necessary yardage. And a 1st down for the Cats out to the 42-yard line.
You can tell ever since he started a week ago, he's a gamer. He's a great athlete, baseball player, all through high school, an amazing kid. You can see him put his head down and get that 1st down.
By all accounts, a very hard worker.
Yes,
1st
indeed.
down for the Cats out to the 42-yard line. Lausch turns, hands it off to Hyman, and Hyman will get a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Just not much there as he runs into Bruner. Carson Bruner at 16 tackles against Stanford, his career high. He's out of Woodinville, Washington. Leads them in solo tackles. I think we just saw a good example of that. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats for their own 44. 17-2 Washington, opening minutes of the second half. 10:52 to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, Bruner's your inside linebacker. If you don't get to the second level and get a hat on him, he's going to make tackles all day.
There's the snap to Lausch. Has time. Now he fires downfield. The pass got away and it fell incomplete around the 32-yard line. I don't know if he got hit as he released that ball.
Yes, he did.
Kind of hung up there, kind of like the pass that Rogers threw.
Watch this one.
Series.
Watch this replay, Dave. You want to see someone that takes a shot right in the grill, right?
Yeah, he got hit right as he let it go. So now it's 3rd down. It was Bruner who hit him. So it's 3rd down, 8 yards to go. The Wildcats from their own 44-yard line. They trail 17-2, 10:38 to go 3rd quarter. Bryce Kirk split to the right side. Calvin Johnson in a slot to that side. 3 receivers right. Snap to Lausch. Throws over the middle. Sliding try by Johnson. The ball thrown short. Incomplete. Short hop to him. It is 4th down.
Yeah, there's no reason that ball couldn't have been thrown, more on target. It was thrown low. They brought 5. We had 5. We blocked everybody. Good protection. Nice slide over by Josh Thompson to pick up.
Is now wearing number 33. Number 12 is wearing 33.
To pick up one of the blitzing linebackers. Really good protection. I don't know if line of sight hurt Jack or not, but that ball was thrown in the dirt.
All right, Luke Akers on the punt. Boston deep. He had a 25-yard return earlier. There's a high floater down the numbers on the near side, and a fair catch made at the 17-yard line by Boston. Timeout. 10:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and the Huskies take over. When life gets real, start at Kohl's, where we've lowered prices on thousands of items your family needs for whatever life brings. Kohl's, where families come first. Washington leads Northwestern 17-2, 10:26 to the 3rd. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Experience Chicago from the water. Cruise the Chicago River and Lake Michigan on a Windella boat ride. Family owned and operated since 1935, Windella is Chicago's original architecture tour. Northwestern fans receive 20% off with promo code GOCATS. Again, that's promo code GOCATS. Book your tour online at WindellaBoats.com. Windella, the official boat tour of the Northwestern Wildcats.
We all know that Chicago weather changes in an instant. Properly maintaining your HVAC equipment is budget friendly and helps to ensure a comfortable home all season. Whether it's a hot autumn or a chilly fall, you need to be ready. Equipment manufacturers all recommend annual clean and checks. Some warranty language actually requires it. Home Comfort is proud to be the preferred heating and cooling partner of Northwestern Athletics and their fans. More information about scheduling your maintenance visit is at homecomfort.net.
Northwestern fans, Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of furniture to fit every style and budget, plus all the best mattress brands. Next weekend, visit any Illinois Steinhoffel store, spend $1,999 or more, and get $100 in Cats Cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. To find out more and shop online, visit steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Wildcat fans, game day spirit has you covered. Lakeside, south of the field, in-store or online for the best Northwestern game day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game day spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. 17-2 Washington. Huskies take over on their own 17 after the Northwestern punt. Rogers, 11 of 17, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns.
You know, Dave, the Cats gave up one big home run, one big play, and you take that play away, man, this defense is playing really hard. They're playing really hard. They're only allowing 57 yards per game. They've given up 84 in this game so far. If they can shut out them in the second half, we can make a few plays on offense. It could change.
Here's Rogers back to throw. Checks down to Coleman, makes the catch 20, breaks the tackle across the 25. Euler trips him up at the 26-yard line, short of the first by a yard. It'll be second down and 1.
Yeah, he got 9, and he's averaging 7 yards of reception.
And he'll try to get a yard here on the run, and he does, and he's got a first down. And he powers his way all the way out to the 33-yard line. So he got more than enough. Sean McLaughlin, the graduate from Lincoln Way East, makes the stop at a first down for the Huskies out to the 33. Coleman, so far on the day, 10 carries, 52 yards.
Dave, could you imagine him catching a swing pass and you have to bring him down one-on-one out in open field? I think that would be the thing I would fear the most.
Well, who does he remind you of? Is this time there's a fumble, and the Wildcats have the ball. A fumbled snap, and the Cats recover the fumble. Xander Mueller comes up with the ball, and the Cats have it in Washington territory at the 33-yard line. The first takeaway today by this Northwestern defense.
I was in the huddle with Tim McGargle and his linebackers after practice on Thursday, and he talked about we need more fumbles. We need to create more fumbles. We need to get the ball. If you don't practice it here on the field in practice, you're not going to do it in the game. Well, guess what? He got one.
Well, do I need to say it, Ted? You got to score here.
Yeah,
if you want to get back in this game, it is critical. Get something on the board out of this. Had a great opportunity at the 33-yard line. Bryce Kurtz, Calvin Johnson, both to the right, A.J. Henning left. Running back Hyman to the right of the quarterback Lausch. 1st and 10 Northwestern at the Washington 33. Henning into the backfield. Henning gets the handoff, gets a block from Hyman, heads to the edge, turns the corner 30-25, and run out of bounds just short of the first down to the far side by Jordan Shaw. It'll be second and short for the Wildcats inside the Washington 25-yard line.
Well, he almost broke that. He got a good play downfield, a good block downfield from one of his right receivers. He picks up 9, almost went the distance. This is what we're talking about now. You hold them on defense, and you start scoring on offense.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Gordon, the slot man on the right side. On second down and 1. Snap to Lausch in the gun, and Jack to throw it here. Scrambles to the right. He will throw on the run, and it's broken up. Intended for Johnson and broken up by Thaddeus Dixon, who leads them in pass breakups, and it brings up 3rd down and 1.
A lot of these catches are so close. They're playing so tight on defense, and they're right there to get the hand right in the basket of the receiver. And this has been happening throughout this whole game.
All right, the Cats 1 of 9 on third down. 3rd and 1. In the gun is Lausch. Komolafe, the running back. It'll be Lausch himself, and he picks up the first down and stumbles down to the 19-yard line. Fake the give to, I think, to A.J. Henning.
And Dave, I thought that he was going to get hit, so he kind of just like went down. He could have got more yards out of that. Yeah, no. He was falling down. That was a good play. Nice design play.
Cats are in the red zone for the first time at the 19-yard line. Down 17-2. A chance to get right back in it. Here's Lausch handing it off. Hyman cuts it back to the right. He's got room to the 10. Turns the corner to the 5 and run out of bounds at the 4-yard line by Prysock. 1st and goal for the Wildcats at the Washington 4.
That was the wide zone play right there. He cut that way back. He started over left guard. He cut it all the way past the center's block, curled around the 10-yard line and inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal for the Wildcats at the 4-yard line of Washington.
What a nice cutback that was.
Huskies lead 17-2. Cats trying to make it closer. There's Lausch in the gun. Snap to Jack. Shovel pass to Gordon. And Gordon pushing the pile down to the 2 before the whistle sounds. A little shovel pass there from the quarterback Lausch to the tight end Thomas Gordon.
And I don't mind this call on 1st down. This is a good call. You might get 4 or 5 yards out of that. It's not bad. I don't mind that at all. You got a couple more downs now.
2nd and goal at the 2. Wildcats down by 15 with 6:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. To the right, Kurtz. Manning and Johnson to the left. Running back Komolafe. To the right of the quarterback Lausch. There's the snap. And it'll be Lausch taking himself to the right side, reaching for the end zone near the pylon. And out of bounds inside the 1, and he took a shot.
Yes,
He's helped to his feet by Bryce Kurtz.
Wow.
And out at the 1, there was great lateral pursuit. They sealed that off because it looked like he had the edge. And then 3 purple jerseys surrounded him. It's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Yeah, the corner that was covering Kurtz, he peeled off, and he's the one that stopped him on the 1-yard line. Kept him out of the end zone. Here we go.
Kurtz and Henning to the right. Everybody else in tight. A 3rd and goal at the 1 to give Komolafe, and he's not going to get there. Stopped at the 1. They did not get the surge up front. And Komolafe has stopped. It's 4th and goal at the 1. The field goal unit comes on.
Dave, you described it perfectly. There was no surge up front. None of the offensive linemen of the Cats took their defensive linemen and scored with them over the goal line. That was a stymie right there at the goal line, and he had nowhere to go with the football except run into the heels of his offensive lineman.
18-yard field goal try for Jack Olson. For the hold of Hunter Renner. Hulkier to snap. Here's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Wildcats creep closer with 5:07 to go in the 3rd. They put up 3 after the fumble recovery. 18-yard field goal for Jack Olson, who on the season now is 6 out of 9. And we have a timeout with 5:07 to go in the 3rd. It's Washington 17, Northwestern 5. It's Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At 19 weeks pregnant, I found out my blood was attacking my baby. I'm Ellen, and my team said her only chance at survival was a rare procedure.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News and World Report, the team at Northwestern Maternal Fetal Medicine Clinic treats high-risk pregnancies from across Chicagoland. They performed an unprecedented 5 in utero blood transfusions to ensure Ellen and her baby had a compatible blood type.
Today, my baby is healthy and full of life.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
Through snow, ice, rain, and wind, through extreme heat and extreme cold. When Elmer Matthews started his company, his dream was to provide for his family and be the best at his craft. As we celebrate our 90th anniversary, the 4th generation of Matthews family still shares Elmer's mission. Let's raise the roof, Cat fans, and be a part of Chicago history. Call Matthews Roofing at 773-276-4100 or visit them online at matthewsroofing.com.
We love Wildcats, yes we do. We love Northwestern. How about you?
Oh yeah, I love the Wildcats.
Prove it. Bet he doesn't even have a Wildcats debit card.
Don't let this happen to you. Open a Northwestern Wildcats checking account from Wintrust Community Banks and get a $300 bonus with qualifying activities and score an exclusive Wildcats debit card. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern today.
Hey everyone, I'm getting mine now.
Hey, all right.
Wintrust, the official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Only $100 required to open. No minimum monthly balance or maintenance fees. Member FDIC.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team. Here's Dave Edix and Wildcat football.
Well, the Wildcats went 32 yards in 8 plays after the fumble recovery. They had a first and goal down to the 4-yard line after the run by Joseph Hyman. Had to settle, though, for an 18-yard field goal from Jack Olson to cut Washington's lead to 12 points, 17-5 with 5:07 to go in the third quarter.
And Dave, you and I were talking off the air during the commercial break twice now at this end, at the left end of the field right here to our left. We had opportunities at the end of the first half and then right here, and all we got out of it was 3 points. You know, we had a couple sacks, and we never got a chance to kick a field goal.
I give them some credit too. Their defense is their red zone defense coming into this game was at 57%, 12th in the nation. And
this is a defensive struggle. Like we said, we gave up 1 home run at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, a long punt return, which
was for 25 yards.
Yeah, which set up their other touchdown.
Yeah,
and it's
keep playing defense. Keep playing defense. The Cats, if they do that, something can happen. They just turned the ball over. We got 3 points out of it. Keep playing defense.
Luke Akers to kick off. Reynolds back deep. Here's the approach, the swing of the leg. And overhand kick will be taken by Reynolds at the 2. He'll return it this time, and Reynolds has a little bit of a seam across the 20, but cut down shy of the 25-yard line at the 23 by Devin Turner. So the Huskies go on offense. They started their first drive here in the third quarter at the 25. Then they started the 17 and fumbled. Now they get it at the 23-yard line with 5 minutes exactly to go here in the third.
Xander Mueller got that fumble too, right?
Yes, he did. 17-5. Washington. Giles Jackson motions right to left. Snap to Rogers. Here comes a blitz. Rogers spins away from Mueller, running to the left, and now he's knocked out of bounds up at the 27-yard line, chased out by R.J. Pearson. Fans and some of the Washington players calling for a flag, but I think that was right on the boundary. And, boy, Mueller came so close to taking Rogers down for a sack. Gain of 5, though. Second down and 5 coming up.
Dave, that was a close call. We're lucky. That was a no close call. That was really, really slanted, probably against us. That could have been easily called.
Second down and 5 here for the Huskies. They'll bring Jackson in motion. They hand it off to the running back. I believe that was the freshman, was it not? Mohammed with his first carry of the day. They love this kid. True freshman from Arizona. Ran for almost 5,200 yards and 94 touchdowns in high school.
Yeah.
Nasaka brings him down. It's 3rd and 2. How big would this be? Another 3 and out here.
Well, we've had 2 so far in the game.
Third down, 2 yards to go. And Rogers looks on a slant, complete first down. It's Boston out to the 43-yard line. First down, Evan Smith. Now that was Williams who threw the ball. Check that. That was not Rogers. That was Williams, the freshman.
Well, we're in press coverage there, and Boston just got enough leverage, enough distance that he was able to get him 2 yards off him. Good throw, though, right on the money.
Williams, the quarterback, will throw again to the left side, and Boston again makes the catch, and he's escorted out of bounds by Evan Smith. Now to the 45 of the Wildcats, another first down. So just when you said they got to go out there and make another quick stop, the Huskies have something cooking here from their own 23 down to the Wildcat 45 with their freshman quarterback Williams.
Boston now with 6 catches and over 100 yards on the day.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right, ball on the left hash. First and 10 at the NU 45-yard line. 17-5 Washington. Third quarter. Snap to Williams on a quarterback draw. And Williams hit at the 40 and covered up by Xander Mueller. 5-yard pickup for Williams, who came in averaging almost 9 per rush. And 9 of 12 passing on the season. And he's 2 for 2 today.
Dave, he's a bullet.
Yeah.
He is a bullet, man. Woo! You know, when he's in there, you're going to see him run more than he's going to throw. Got to have your head on a swivel with this guy.
We got Mohammed, fellow freshman at running back, gives it off to Mohammed, and Mohammed, on second effort, breaks a tackle and pushes forward inside the 35 to the 33.
Did you see that move, Dave, that he put on that would-be tackler? The first one? Wow.
Coco Azuma brings him down.
The first guy he made miss, though. It was pretty good.
Yeah, he cut back. Yeah, that was Jalen Pate. And it's a first down to the 33 of the Wildcats with just 90 seconds to go in a fast-moving third quarter.
Yeah, this drive is kind of worrying me right now. We need to stop here. First and 10 again.
Hunter and Boston to the right with the tight end right, Latu. And here is Williams, looks left, now rolls right, steps up, gonna take off and run, and Mueller grabs him and runs him down for a loss. How about that? Xander Mueller closing on him. And that's going to get Rogers up off the bench and back in, and out goes Williams.
You talk about cats. He looked like a leopard coming out of the weeds, man. He just flew on him. Wow.
Loss of 1. Second down and 11.
Talk
and
about
Rogers back at quarterback.
What a closure that was on that tackle.
Coleman back into running back in the eye. Play fake. Here's Rogers under pressure. Throws it short right. It's caught. And Coleman hurdles a man. Gets to the boundary and pushed out of bounds. Did a high hurdle over a defender. Devin Turner pushes him out. What a play by Coleman, and how Rogers had, I think he sidearmed that ball to get rid of it because he was under heavy pressure. And then a little high hurdle jump step over, I believe, Evan Smith.
And Dave, that was so athletic. The guy's 300. He weighs 230. What a job.
That is the end of the third quarter.
The final play of the third, that was a 16-yard pickup.
Wow.
And Washington will have a first down in the red zone to start the fourth. At the end of 3, Washington 17, Northwestern 5. Back with the fourth quarter next is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
Searching for a place to stay when visiting Northwestern? We got you covered. When traveling for Parents Weekend or that ever-important home game, choose the Holiday Inn Chicago North Evanston. Situated just a short mile to Northwestern, our welcoming staff, oversized rooms and suites, and our beautifully renovated property will wow you. Simply ask for the preferred Northwestern rate at the Holiday Inn Chicago North Evanston. Go Wildcats!
In Illinois, 96% of farms are family-owned and operated. I'm Felicity. I'm Audrey.
And I'm Christian. We are from kids from Peoria County.
And our family is part of that 96%. Our mom and dad are passionate about growing safe food and fuel, and about farming better today than yesterday. If you want to learn more about Illinois farm families like ours,
visit www.rochestro.org/corn.
This message is brought to you by the Illinois Corn Checkoff.
Sureway Movers is a moving company that has been serving residents and businesses in the United States for over 65 years. In addition to our traditional moving services, we also offer moves to commercial clients, those moving internationally, and we are proud to move our military. Your complete satisfaction with your move is our #1 focus at Sureway Movers. Visit SurewayMovers.com or call us at 877-807-5024 to request a free moving quote.
You're tuned into Northwestern Wildcats football. Presented by Wintrust. Let's get you back out to the game. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
We start the fourth quarter here in Seattle. Still bright and sunny, although shadows cover the entire field now. Washington leads Northwestern 17-5. Let's get a Wintrust sideline report from Lauren Withrow.
Well, to start the fourth quarter, Husky Stadium is loud. They're blasting Sandstorm. Fans are up out of their seats. But this Northwestern sideline is just dead. It doesn't feel like players are really talking down here. They're not celebrating some big plays that they are coming up with. But what's really interesting is this game, it feels like the Cats are so close. I think the score doesn't really reflect what's happening on the field. But the Cats still not celebrating those small wins on the sideline. And Coach Braun called him out on that. He said he wants them to play with more confidence, to trust themselves, and to celebrate these wins and not let their demeanor on the sideline affect what's happening out on the football field.
All right, thank you, Lauren, for that Wintrust sideline report. Wintrust, official bank of Northwestern Athletics and Chicago's bank. Bluebird skies, crisp air, turning leaves inspire us to chase magical moments in Minnesota. You'll find endless smiles of hiking trails, quaint cabins, and Great Lakes that will create memories for a lifetime. Discover the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com. We start the fourth quarter, ninth play of this drive, 1st and 10 at the Northwestern 18-yard line. Huskies did not score in the third. The Wildcats scored a field goal. Running back is Coleman to the left of Rogers. Hunter to the right, two receivers left with Boston the wide man. Jackson in the slot. All on the right hash. Here comes Hunter in motion. And the handoff to Coleman, and Coleman is grabbed at the 17-yard line by Mueller and company, including Michael Kilbane. And no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 18.
And what a good job of staying home on the backside to make sure he couldn't cut back. Mueller, he knows he's got that responsibility. He had his buddy there, too, to help out. Xander just picked up another tackle. He's got 8 on the day.
2nd down and 10 here for the Huskies at the NU18. 4-man rush for the Cats. Back to throw. Rogers off the play fake. Going to the right side. Caught right near the first down marker by Hunter and driven out of bounds right away by Coco Osmond. Short of the first, or is it? Let's see where they marked the ball. Needed to get to the 8-yard line. I believe it is a first down, 1st and goal at the 8. Got just enough.
Yeah, there was so much distance there.
Here is Coleman. Coleman bursts through at the 5, reaching for the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonah Coleman on an 8-yard touchdown run. Here in the opening minute of the fourth quarter, the Huskies find the end zone for the first time this half, and they extend the lead.
Yeah, the play before, there was too much space between Ozuma and the receiver. Easy pickup, and then there, Coleman's unstoppable. Dragging two guys into the end zone.
That drive 77 yards in 11 plays. It took 5:58. And Gross will try to tack on the extra point. Take a look.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. That play is under further review.
Which is good because I need to say this. This Close Shave Instant Replay is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and great shave starts with Barbasol's thick and rich moisturizing lather. Start your day off right with Barbasol. The Wildcats running into the Huskies for the first time since 1984. I mentioned at the beginning that they will see them again in 2 years at the new Ryan Field. Cats trying to win their Big Ten opener for the 5th time in 10 years. They lost last year's conference and season opener at Rutgers 24-7 after opening 2022 with that win over Nebraska in Dublin 31-28. They are starting
After further review, the ruling on the field stands as called. Touchdown, Washington.
So starting conference play on the road back-to-back years for the first time since 2010 and 2011. But right now they're in a deep hole with Gross on to attempt the PAT and try to extend this lead to 19 points. With nearly the entire fourth quarter to play. There's the snap. Kick by Gross is up and good. 14:02 to go here in Seattle. Now we'll get you closer to the game than Sirius XM Big Ten Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis for the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team
Timeout on the field.
Anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/Big Ten Radio 2024. This is Northwestern Football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The hotel is undergoing extensive renovations from arrival to guest rooms and meeting space, making it easy to tuck in within the endless blue of Lake Michigan and uncover the scholarly liveliness of collegiate life, along with the distinct authenticity of hyper-local shops, eateries, and cultural arts institutions. Select from a variety of seasonal packages as well as the quad accommodations, ideal for Northwestern University graduates. Visit orringtonevanston.hilton.com to learn more.
Vinyl and wood windows aren't built for Chicago's extreme weather. Next Door and Window has the solution. It's fiberglass. Next fiberglass windows last up to 50 years, longer than any other window. But great windows aren't enough. You also need great installers. Next installers are certified experts. They'll make sure your windows are sealed tight and energy efficient. And right now, buy one, get one 30% off, plus 18 months of interest-free financing. Call 844-600-NEXT or click on nextwindow.com.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team. The Wildcat, presented by Wintrust. Here's Dave Ennett with more Wildcat football.
Coach Tim Nolan and the Cats volleyball team open conference play against number 7 Wisconsin Saturday, September 28th. Tickets for this thrilling matchup start at just $12 for adults and $8 for kids. Get yours today at nusports.com/tickets. It is 24-5 Washington With 14:02 to go, fourth quarter, as the sun begins to set where towards the, are those the Olympian Mountains?
Yeah, that's the Olympic Mountains
and
over
then
there.
the Cascades are over
Yes, yes.
there. Yeah. Lake Washington to our right.
Number 6 for Northwestern is wearing 46. Number 6 is wearing 46.
Campus is to our left here.
Campus is just
right there.
Yeah. They walk through it after this game. Here's the run up and kick by Gross. The restart play will be taken at the 2-yard line. Hyman will return across the 10, across the 15. Has the seat, gets to the outside. Is it the 40, 45, 50? Down the right side to the 30, 25, 20. One man to beat to the 10. He reaches for the end zone and down at the 2-yard line. Joseph Hyman ignites the Wildcats with a kickoff return that comes up 2 yards short of the end zone. The stop, the touchdown save made by Elijah Jackson, and the Wildcats, just like that, have first and goal at the 2.
You know, Dave, I think they were so close on a lot of these kickoff and punt returns. Great job by Paul Creighton, the new special teams and tight ends coach, who came from Washington, by the way, after 2 years there. He's done a great job, though, with special teams.
First and goal at the 2. The Cats looking for their first offensive touchdown of the day. Henning motions out to the left. The snap to Lausch. Gonna throw. Lausch looking. Now he lets it go over the end zone. Penalty marker down. Pass interference will be the call. It was intended for Henning in the end zone.
Yes, it's defensive pass interference.
They return 96 yards for Joseph Hyman.
Prior to the pass being thrown, holding defense number 9.
Okay.
Half the distance to goal line. The penalty includes an automatic first down.
So the ball is on the 1, first and goal. You got to score here,
Yeah,
right?
Yes, yes. We've been saying that most of the game. Great opportunities gone sour. Not here. We need it. Let's go.
All right, Lausch gets the snap. Lausch, play fake. Lausch scrambles right. Running out of room. Now he throws. And it is incomplete. Intended for Marshall Lang. Just beyond the goal line, I think. Right around the pylon. He made a diving try for it.
We're going to have
it was
a chance
ruled incomplete.
to look at this one real close here.
There's a bullet thrown, and
wow,
it was.
Unless he fumbled
No one seems to be arguing it. No. Second and goal for the Wildcats at the 1. Remember, they had first and goal at the 4 earlier and had to settle for a field goal. Second and goal at the 1. Konolafe behind the quarterback, Lausch in the pistol. Snap to Lausch. Hands it off. Konolafe pushes off the right side, down again at the 1.
I tell you what we need right here. We need Cam Porter. Because Cam Porter, with his size and his weight, he could jam it in there.
13-19 to go. 24-5 Washington. Cats have third and goal at the 1. After a 96-yard Joseph Hyman kickoff return. Henning and Kurtz both to the left. Out of the pistol. Lausch with Konolafe behind him. And Lausch takes the give. Lausch will throw. Bryce Kurtz has it broken up, incomplete. On the right side of the end zone.
I think you got to go for it, Dave. I think you got to go for it.
Brysock had the coverage.
Again, wonderful coverage there by Washington. The Huskies all over. No separation at all. Great defensive move right there by the corner.
All right, the Wildcats converted a fourth down earlier. Fourth and goal at the 1. This is the loudest I think this crowd has been all day. On fourth down.
They're in passing formation here.
3 receivers left. Snap to Lausch. He is going to throw it. Lausch lets it go, broken up. Intended for Henning at about the 1 yard line. Ball caromed away. Parham had the coverage, and the Cats, after first and goal at the 1, a 96-yard kickoff return gave them first and goal at the 2. Then they had first and goal at the 1, and they come up empty.
Dave, they had 2 shallow crossing routes. They almost ran into each other, but again, they did not shed any of their defenders, nowhere to go with the ball.
12:45 left. Washington takes over, leading 24-5. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
A sustainable future starts now. And at Constellation, we've already begun. We're generating nearly 90% carbon-free power, including emission-free and reliable nuclear energy that's always on. And we're committed to producing 100% carbon-free electricity by 2040. Together, we're creating a brighter tomorrow today. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Northwestern fans, Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of furniture to fit every style and budget, plus all the best mattress brands. During the weekend of September 27th through the 29th, visit any Illinois Steinhoffel store, spend $1,999 or more, and get $100 in Cats Cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. To find out more and shop online, visit steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric. You've seen those free furnace ads or those free with the purchase of any air conditioner. Well, we all know those are too good to be true. At Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric, we give an upfront, honest price. And I personally guarantee to beat any buy one, get one free offer by $1,000. Guaranteed. That's right. Any free furnace offer, I'll beat it by $1,000. Guaranteed. So call today.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football, presented by Wintrust. Now back to the action. Here's Dave Ennett.
Today's official game sponsor is United Airlines, proud to fly the Northwestern Wildcats. They'll be flying them home late tonight, early tomorrow morning, but right now an empty feeling for the Cats after they had first and goal at the 2 and then first and goal at the 1 and could not score on fourth and goal. And they trailed 24-5. About the only shred of good news right now is that Washington is pinned back on their own 1-yard line, and we'll see if the defense can pick up the offense here.
The Cats had 5 tries within the 2-yard line. They threw it 4 and ran it once and were shut down. 5 tries from the 2. Well, actually, they had a couple from the 1-yard line. They had 4 from the 1 and 1 from the 2.
I thought the pass to Kurtz in the end zone was probably closer to being completed than the fourth down pass. But Washington pinned back deep. The Wildcats have Kilbane at the right defensive edge spot. The quarterback, Rogers, lines up about 4 yards deep in the end zone. And on first down, they'll hand it off to Coleman. Coleman powers his way out to the 4-yard line. Got about 3 yards on the carry. Northwestern football is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. McLaughlin made the stop on that play. It'll be second down and 7 for the Huskies from their own 4. Rogers will work under center this time with Coleman, the lone setback, and now they'll operate from an offset eye, and they'll hand it off to Coleman, running to the right, breaks the tackle. Again, he went up over a defender, but this time it didn't work out quite so well. He's cut down to the 8 by Matt Uline, and it brings up third down. He once again hurdled the defender. I don't think that's something you really want to do every series.
No, and Matt Uline was right behind him. As he went up in the air, he got a good free shot on him, drilled him into the ground. So, okay, you got him now here at 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4. A great chance to get another chance. Hold him here, get the punt.
3rd and 3 from the 8.
Let's go.
For the Huskies on the day, 3 of 7 on third down.
Watch for the throw.
One receiver to the right, now three to the left, and Rogers will throw, broke it up. Fussell breaks it up, intended for Boston. The two go helmet to helmet for a moment. And that's quickly broken up, and the Huskies go 3 and out. The Wildcats will send on their punt return team.
That's exactly what they did, Dave. They cleared the backfield. They went empty. They put them on a little shallow right route just over the first down marker. But Fessel has been doing a great job there. 6 solo tackles on the year. Nice pass breakup.
And today, he's had maybe his best game.
How about a run back here?
Well, A.J. Henning standing around midfield. They put some pressure on. They almost blocked it. And the punt will be returned by A.J. for the 43-yard line. Cuts to his left. Now trying to go back to the right. Lost his footing and covered up around the 41-yard line, and a penalty marker down. Penalty marker is down back around the 18-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 84 of the return team. 15-yard penalty being forced from the end of the kick. Immediate timeout.
Well, that's painful. That's Hunter Welsing back up tight end, and so the Cats won't have quite the position they thought they'd have. They trail 24-5.
The end of the run. From the end of the run.
11:06 to go, fourth quarter. Washington leads 24-5. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Experience Chicago from the water. Cruise the Chicago River and Lake Michigan on a Windella boat ride. Family owned and operated since 1935, Windella is Chicago's original architecture tour. Northwestern fans receive 20% off with promo code GOCATS. Again, that's promo code GOCATS. Book your tour online at WindellaBoats.com. Windella, the official boat tour of the Northwestern Wildcats.
The Glen Club in Glenview is the proud home to Wildcats golf. In addition to being named to Golf Weekly's top 100 courses you can play, the Glen Club's 48,000 square foot clubhouse has 3 private event spaces and a 21-room boutique hotel. Whether for 20 or 250 guests, corporate or social, the Glen Club is the perfect destination for your next special event. Stop in the Grill Restaurant and experience the picturesque terrace and fire pit lounge. Visit theglenclub.com for more information.
With the Northwestern Wildcats debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, you're ready for every season. Football, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, lacrosse, tennis, fencing, field hockey, wrestling, golf, soccer, cross country, and swimming and diving. Phew. Be purple and proud all year round with your very own Wildcats debit card. Open a Northwestern Wildcats checking account and score a $300 opening bonus with qualifying activities. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to get your Wildcats card today. Wintrust, Chicago's bank. Only $100 required to open. No minimum monthly balance or maintenance fees. Member FDIC.
You're tuned into Northwestern Wildcats football. Let's get you back out to the game. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Before play resumes, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat football.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
The Wildcats will start, instead of starting in Washington territory, they will start at their own 44-yard line. Still a long way to go. 11:06 left, 24-5. The Washington lead, but the Wildcats with good field position
again.
Here.
Yes.
But of course, they've been able to take advantage of that, and they only have in the game 109 yards of offense.
Yeah, Jack Lausch has 7 for 21. That's 33% completion. And he's been under a lot of stress here from this defense of the Huskies.
He's got Hyman to his left, trips to the right side, snap to Jack. His protection this time looks over the middle, and he threw it behind a sliding Bryce Kurtz down to the 40-yard line of Washington. That pass just off the mark. It'll be second down and 10. The Wildcat defense has given the Cats chances here.
Oh, many chances. I would say 4 big chances. Well, one because of special teams play, but the other 3 because of great defense. They got a 3-and-out right here and got good field position. What can they do with it?
Cats go with 5 receivers spreading the field with 3 to the right. On 2nd and 10, here's a screen to Hanning, and he's drilled right away. That play blown up by Jordan Shaw. That wide receiver screen goes nowhere, and in fact loses a yard. It's 3rd and 11.
Yeah, you got a tight end over there and 2 wide receivers, and 2 of those guys have got to make the blocks, and Marshall Lang never got to the would-be tackler. He ran right by him and made the tackle.
All right, well, at the risk of repeating myself, it's 3rd down. The Wildcats are 2 for 12. 3rd and 11 for their own 43. The snap to Lausch. Here comes a blitz. He scrambles to his left. A flag is down. Another one. Now he rolls right and throws a tumbling catch by Kurtz. Good enough for a 1st down, but there are 2 penalty markers in the offensive backfield.
And you know what that means? It means holding.
Yep, they're walking back.
Holding. Offense number 65. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. It is still 3rd down.
That's Jackson Carcello. The backup center is playing in place of the injured Jack Bailey. And so the Wildcats, after converting on 3rd down on that pass play, they have it nullified by the holding penalty. And they put themselves even further behind the chain.
And how much we should probably mention what a great job Jack did of avoiding 3 sacks there in the pocket, and still found Kurtz open for a 1st down throw and a conversion. Right. I think you said he was 2 for 12. Well, that would have made it 3 for 13.
And it would have been just the 2nd catch today for Bryce Kurtz.
Yeah.
3rd down and 21 for the Wildcats from their own 33. Got to play for this. Snap to Lausch. Lots of time. Lausch heaves it right side going for Gordon. He's out of bounds anyway as the pass falls incomplete. And it's 4th down. There's a flag down.
Personal foul.
They roughed the passer?
Roughing the passer.
Yes, they did.
Defense number 6. 15-yard penalty includes an automatic.
That's right.
1st down.
Okay, so they get
that back.
yardage back, and they get a 1st down to boot.
And a start over, a do-over.
A mulligan?
Yeah.
So the penalty on the Huskies. That's the 6th penalty against Washington. Moves the ball near midfield to the NU 48-yard line. 9:40 to go. 24-5 Washington. 1st and 10. The snap to Lausch. Lausch rolls to his right now. He throws too high. Ray J. Henning, and it was almost intercepted. Tupatala was the defender on the play, and that ball just kind of hung up there after it was tipped. But a leaping try by Broussard, he could not, or a diving try, he could not get to it. 2nd down and 10 coming up. I know people hear me say it's 24-5, and they say, did Dave just say it's 24-5? That's a weird score. It is a weird score, but that's where we are in this game with 9:34 to go. A safety and a field goal. All the Wildcats have mustered today. 2nd and 10, just shy of midfield. The snap to Lausch. Now steps up under pressure. Now he throws wide open. Bobbled and intercepted. Taken back the other way. It's House. House cutting right. Now House still on his feet across midfield. And down to the Northwestern 47-yard line. Well, it was in the arms of a receiver.
Yes, it was.
Popped out and then was picked off. That was Calvin Johnson.
Timeout on the field.
Had the ball, did not hang on, and it's picked off. The 2nd interception today, thrown by Jack Lausch.
And hit him right in the chest, Dave, right in the chest.
So we have a timeout. 9:19 to go. The Huskies take over, leading 24-5. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Northwestern fans, Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of furniture to fit every style and budget, plus all the best mattress brands. Next weekend, visit any Illinois Steinhoffel store, spend $1,999 or more, and get $100 in Cats Cash to get the latest Northwestern gear and apparel. To find out more and shop online, visit steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Back to Dave and Ted with Northwestern Wildcat football, Chicago's Big Ten team.
Time to go down to the field, get a Wintrust sideline report. Wintrust, official bank of Northwestern Athletics, and Chicago's bank. Lauren?
Defensive coordinator and linebackers coach Tim McGargle told his group, he said, you guys need to go put together the most physical 9 minutes and 20 seconds of football that you've put on display this season. McGargle doesn't care what the score is right now. Of course, he'd like the Cats to be winning, but he doesn't want that to affect how those linebackers are playing. He said, the way you guys are playing right now is not how we finish. You need to build up your confidence, go out there and execute.
I can see him saying that too, Dave.
Yeah, I can hear the words coming out of his mouth.
Right. You got 9 minutes to prove to me that, you are who you think you are. Wow.
First down for Washington after the interception. At the NU 46 throw on the wing, Giles Jackson cuts it inside along the numbers. And then back out down to the 39-yard line where he's taken down by Jalen Pate. Gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Clock moving. 9:03 to go. Huskies with 342 yards of offense. They came in averaging almost 480 per game. 2nd down and 3 here at the 39-yard line. Rasheed Williams, a receiver in the game for the first time, out to the right. 2 receivers stacked to the left. Rogers hands it off, and the running back down to the 37-yard line, and then driven back
by
Mac Uline, but
5 of his closest friends on defense.
That was Davis in there now.
Why are they going hurry up? What the heck?
Yeah, this time Davis again pushes his way off the right side and then slips through down to the 33 for a first down. With 8 minutes to go, Pate to stop for the Wildcats.
I think what Washington does, anytime they have 3rd and 2 or less, they go right to the line of scrimmage or 2 and less.
1st and 10 at the NU 33-yard line. 24-5, the Huskies lead. Snap to Rogers. Quick throw on the swing pass to Giles Jackson. Cats play that well, and the quick screen to Jackson, brought down by Mac Uline. No gain, or maybe a yard. 2nd down and 9 upcoming. I think Mac Uline's had a nice day. Defensively for the Wildcats, he's up there with 5 tackles. Devin Turner with 6. I mentioned Fussell, a career high, I believe, in tackles today with 4. 2nd down and 9 for the Huskies. We tick towards the 7-minute mark. And Rogers back in the pocket, throwing right. The tight end makes the catch, and he's hit right away and taken out of bounds. That was Latu, and Evan Smith all over him. Brought him down after a short gain. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 4 at the Northwestern 27-yard line. On the right boundary is where he made that catch.
Yeah, Evan Smith's been busy tonight. He's been busy all year, actually. He's the fourth leading tackler with 12 tackles coming to this game, and that was a good one for only short pickup.
And Washington 4 of 9 on third down. 3rd and 4 here. Snap to Rogers.
Lots of
Rogers with time. Dumps it off short right. Caught by Boston. And Boston grabbed by Aiden Hubbard and pulled to the boundary, but a first down. And the Huskies are threatening out the red zone to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, he could have thrown a tea party in that pocket. There was no one around him. He had lots of time. Good route there by the receiver. Just threw it right on the money.
1st and 10 at the 18 of the Wildcats with 5:49 to go. 24-5, Washington. 2-by-2 here for the Huskies. Running back is Davis to the right of the quarterback. So gets the snap, gives it off to Davis. Burst through inside the 15 down to the 10. And stopped there. A quick burst by Davis runs into Coco Osma in the secondary.
That was a saving tackle right there.
Yep. Okay, they're ready to go here on 2nd and short and going to the end zone. Ball tipped away. Pass breakup. Credit Evan Smith with breaking up what would have been a touchdown pass for Hunter. He was open in the end zone, it looked like, but
yeah,
good play by Smith to break it up, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a good route there. That was just a hot slant, man. He was on the move, and great job there by Evan Smith sticking up one of his paws to deflect that into the first row.
3rd down and 1 for the Huskies at the Northwestern 10-yard line. They will give it off to Davis, and Davis hit right at the 9. I'm not sure he got it. Let's see. He only needed a yard. McLaughlin hit him. It is 4th down, 4th and inches.
Timeout for an offensive player injury.
And Maximus McCree, backup offensive lineman, junior from Kansas City.
Timeout on the field.
And I think
one of the best football names around,
yeah.
Maximus McCree, is down and being attended to.
What if his parents sat around and said, it's how about Maximus?
He's going to be a football player.
Yeah, he's going to be he looks like a 3 technique or a running back or something.
All right, so he's being attended to, and the Huskies face 4th down. Again, Washington next week, a Friday night game at Rutgers.
Ooh, short week.
Wildcats have a bye, their first bye week, before they host Indiana on October the 5th at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium. We'll come back here in 2028. I have to tell you, I've enjoyed being out here. Maybe not the way the game has gone, but it's really one of those places in college football that's special. I know a lot of people took the Sailgate today. There was a big group from put together by Lake the Post, Northwestern fan group. They did a Sailgate today. I had some family members going to Sailgates, and people from the university did so. They said it was great. They said it's just beautiful to go out there. The boat brings you up, and you get out and you go watch a football game.
You sure you weren't on that boat?
I was not on that boat. I promise you. I would have loved to have been on that boat.
I thought I saw you getting off that vessel just
not
before
me.
kickoff.
It was not me. Right, the Huskies up 24-5 here with 4:54 to go. And the Wildcats have some things to work out offensively, certainly, because their offense has been pretty much shut down in this game. 108 yards of total offense, only 55 yards rushing. Hopefully they'll get Cam Porter back in a couple of weeks. That would make a difference.
Well, it's
get
nice
Frank Covey back. That would make a difference.
Yeah. And it's nice that we have this break, too, because I think we could use it to recover a little bit. Not only the guys that are out, but the guys that have been playing since really 1st of August.
What about the broadcasters?
Well, I got some golf set up. I don't know about you.
Yeah, had a feeling. 24-5 Washington. The injured player is off the field, Maximus McCree. Barbasol, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. Down to 4:54 for the game. Doesn't appear they've brought the field goal team out on 4th and 1. They're going to keep the offense on the field.
Oh, and they brought in Coleman again. He didn't play this series. They had the backup Davis,
who run the ball okay.
Yeah, now they got Coleman back in there. That's not a good sign.
They only need a yard here. 4th and 1.
Chances are, I think that #1 is going to get it. Coleman.
They're 1 of 3 on 4th down on the season. And yes, he will. And yeah, I think he got it. He managed to keep his legs moving and got just enough.
Dave, that's what
down
he
to
does.
the 8-yard line.
I mean, I couldn't believe it when that stat said that he had 75% of his yards are after the first collision.
That's what it is. It is a collision. I mean, I think it's very much he's somewhat like Cam Porter for them, right?
Yeah, he's just a little heavier, a little bigger, a little stockier, he's a little shorter, more of a spark plug than a fire hydrant.
Are they measuring here? Yeah, I think they are. They bring the chains out from across the way from us, the north side of the stadium. And first down, Northwestern. They stop on 4th down. Well, it looked like he had it, but apparently he touched his knee down a little bit
Game clock operator
where the play ended.
Set the game clock to 4:29. 4:29 the game clock.
And Tim McGarville is just a little happier. Not by much, though.
Right. Kind of a little too late, but the Wildcats take over with 4:29 left on their own 8-yard line. Let's see if they can put a touchdown drive together, something they have not been able to do today. Jed Fish, the coach, talking to the officials. Fish coached at Arizona for 3 years. Took them from 1-11 his first year to 10-3 in an Alamo Bowl victory his 3rd year.
Yeah, he's a little upset. He didn't like the way that ended up there. He's calling the officials over for a PTA meeting. I'm not sure why he gets to do that, but you know, and talking to our radio counterparts, Dave, this week, they said this guy.
Washington's head coach is challenging the ruling on the field that the line to gain was not made. Timeout, Washington.
He said he runs a real professional, outfit. He runs it like he's in the NFL, like he's a CEO. Very, very polished, and his offense is structured around an NFL style offense. And they said he's really good at recruiting and coaching.
And look who his coordinators are. His offensive coordinator is the son of Pete Carroll, and his defensive coordinator is the son of Bill Belichick.
Hello.
So there is definitely, and of course he coached in the NFL for a long time with New England, with the Rams. Coached at Jacksonville at one point, in between some college stops at UCLA and Michigan and the U. And so they are taking a look at this, and as always,
after further review, the ruling on the field stands as called. First down and 10, Northwestern. Washington is charged with their first time out of the half and their only challenge of the ball game.
So the Cats take over, first down on their own 9-yard line with 4:29 remaining. Lausch, tough day today. 8 of 25 passing for 53 yards, 2 interceptions. Last one, which was basically a drop and then picked off. Malafe, the running back. Lausch to throw it from the goal line. Now scrambling in the end zone and throws short. He had receivers around him, and I think he was out in the pocket anyway, but the pass fell incomplete. It'll be second down. You don't want to get an intentional grounding in the end zone. Seen that in this game once today. Gave the Cats 2 points. Second down and 10. Northwestern with 4:23 remaining. You have to leave now for the post-game show? You got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Down.
I know. That elevator's super slow, too. I think I'll just write down with the coaches.
Second down and 10. Wildcats from their own 8. The handoff will go to Komalafe off the left side. Drags the tackler out to the 12. And that is Bandis, who's been kind of quiet today. Jacob Bandis. Senior out of California, 60-year guy. Got a couple of yards on the play. The third down and 8. With 4 minutes exactly to go.
Yeah, Komalafe really didn't secure that ball when it was once handed to him. He was juggling it like a deck of cards just before he got hit.
Third down for the Cats. 2 of 12 on third down today. Third and 8. Blitz coming. Snap to Lausch. Lausch with time. Guns it over the middle. Too far. Too high for Bryce Kurtz at the 25-yard line. Just beyond his reach. Kurtz having some words with a Husky defender. That is Prysock. And some of his teammates pull him away. And the Wildcats.
Number 12 for Washington is now reporting as number 33. 12 is wearing 33.
That's because their return man is number 12, Boston. And Luke Akers will punt from his end zone. There's the snap, and here is the kick by Akers. Drives Boston back to his own 35. He'll return from there. Starts to his right. Drags a tackler up to the 43, and down he goes. And the Huskies take over with 3:23 to go in the game, leading 24-5. So another 3 and out for the Wildcat offense. And I'll tell you, Luke Akers been a busy guy today. That was his 7th punt of the afternoon.
And Dave, he's having a good year. You know, he's had 7 fair catches, 5 inside the 20. And he's had 1 touchback going into this game. Those are good numbers.
All right, the Huskies up to the line, 1st and 10 from their own 43. Rogers, the quarterback, drops the ball and has to fall. So a loss on the play, back to the 41-yard line. A loss of 2, it'll be second down and 8. This place is starting to empty out a little bit. We tick towards the 3-minute mark. Ted will be in the Wildcat locker room. We'll hear from Coach David Braun and perhaps a player or two before everybody heads on the charter back home. Second down and 12 from the 41-yard line. And a short pass in the left flat, caught by the tight end, Latu. Shook off the first tackle and driven to the sidelines by Uline, and a penalty marker down. And this will be a late hit out of bounds. Well, the initial tackle by Braden Turner broken by the receiver, but then Uline came up to help out. The officials conferring.
After the play was over, personal foul. Defense late hit out of bounds. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run includes an automatic first down.
We thought there was one earlier that looked like it should have been called on the Huskies, and it wasn't. But this time, and there was another
Pearson
close one. That's
on the
Cats
other
that
side.
wasn't called. This one is called, and it gives Washington a first down at the NU 41 with 2:32 to go. They send Rashid Williams wide to the right. Slot to the right, Reynolds. Single right out to the left is Boston, and Rogers to throw. Pocket collapsing. He scrambles right. Now he throws behind the receiver who makes a nice grab. That was the freshman running back, Mohammed, down to the 36-yard line, covered by Mueller. One of the Wildcat pass rushers got tripped there, it appeared, and that's going to get us to the
2-minute warning.
Timeout.
Correction, 2-minute timeout.
Oh, there we go. I guess it is okay to call it the 2-minute warning. Jeffrey Servinsky, our referee, calls it the 2-minute warning.
Oh, then he said, oh, no, I mean 2 minutes.
Yeah, but he corrected himself. It's not the 2-minute warning. It's a 2-minute timeout. And the Huskies will face 2nd down and 5 after this timeout, leading 24-5.
You know, Will Rogers there could have ran for a country mile versus throwing it down for a 5-yard gain because there was nobody between him and the 20-yard line. I guess maybe he was just tired. I wasn't sure.
Rogers on the day, 20 of 28, 223, 2 touchdowns, including a 46-yarder. And Williams was 2 for 2 for 24 yards passing. Meantime, Jack Lausch, 8 for 27 for 53 yards, 2 interceptions, 13 rushing attempts to lead the team for 21 yards.
Yeah,
but again, you
tough going.
You have a couple of sacks factored in there, and you take that yardage off the rushing yardage. That hurts. Each team with a couple of sacks in this game. But the Wildcats had only allowed 1 coming in. That was last week, and 2 today.
Well, this front seven's pretty good too, Dave. I think, Lausch did a really good job of avoiding a lot of sacks tonight. And I think that's why he was off a little bit. Plus, his receivers never got open. But overall, the line, they did pretty well. Can't hold them for 5 seconds,
And there were, quite frankly, drops. And
yes, there were
some things that uncharacteristic, I think, of this receiving corps. And
I think our spotter and me, we agreed with that. Lots of drops.
Yeah, which doesn't help your quarterback out any.
No.
So the Wildcats will try to regroup, and it's not going to get any easier. This Indiana team looks really good. It's going to come in 2 weeks to Northwestern Medicine Field. They went out to UCLA last week and won.
Big win.
And you look at the rest of the schedule, big win last night for Illinois in overtime on the road at Nebraska.
Yeah, that was a late win in overtime.
Cats have to play at the Big House later. And we saw what Michigan did today against UCLA.
Well, my buddy who lives out in L.A., he's a big, huge college football fan. He said, I predict Indiana's going to come in here and beat UCLA in the Rose Bowl. Not a problem. Boy, did they ever.
Was it 42-13, I think? Something like that last week. We'll get you scores of today's games coming up on the post-game show. 2nd down and 5 here. Huskies just now huddling up. About to record their 17th straight win here at home. Rogers takes, hands off Mohammed, right side, stood up and then driven down. Fussell got to him first and held him up around the 33-yard line, short of the first by about a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. And we tick towards the final minute of this one. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Huskies, who are 5 of 11 on 3rd down today. Now taking their time. They come up to the line with Just about a minute 18 to go. The play clock down to 5, down to 4. The snap and to give Muhammad again, and he slides off a tackle and twists his way down to the 28-yard line and has a first down. Braden Turner able to finish the play, and we're down to 1 minute now in this game. 1 minute to go. Ball down to the 28-yard line of the Wildcats. The Huskies now slowing their tempo down a little bit here. And in fact, victory formation. Rogers will touch the knee down. Wildcats, I don't think are going to use a timeout. They will not. That's going to be the final snap of the game. The two teams head across the field, shake hands. David Braun and Jed Fish meet at the center of the field, a handshake and a pat on the back as the final seconds wind down here. And the Wildcats will start Big Ten play 0-1. And they have a 3-game Big Ten winning streak come to an end here in
That's the end of the ball game.
That's the ball game, and the Huskies beat the Wildcats 24-5. The final score here in Seattle this afternoon. We'll take a break. We'll come back and recap it for you in a moment. Final score, Washington 24, Northwestern 5. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Through snow, ice, rain, and wind. Through extreme heat and extreme cold. When Elmer Matthews started his company, his dream was to provide for his family and be the best at his craft. As we celebrate our 90th anniversary, the fourth generation of Matthews family still shares Elmer's mission. Let's raise the roof, Cat fans, and be a part of Chicago history. Call Matthews Roofing at 773-276-41.